Hello everybody and welcome, it's your boy Logic and we're here with the Belegar Ironhammer Part 3 Legendary Difficulty campaign. And what we're going to do later on is we're just going to roll it over and we're going to join a Rubber Ducker Wars his tournament. So that should be quite fun. You're going to be doing Death Before Dishonor, so it should be quite fun. So let's hop into it here. We're going to continue with our campaign with the lovely Dwarfs. And we're going to try and retake 8 Peaks. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a good evening wherever they are. Apologies for the slightly later start than I had planned. I had planned to start about 3 o'clock when some of you had asked, but hay fever is still taking me by storm, so that's quite fun. How you doing, Flex buddy? Hope you're doing well. How's your day going? Alright, so... oh, it's the same thing. I thought the Dwarfs would put a right wrong. Oh, sorry, they should put the wrong right.
The throng is mustered.
Right, so all 3 of those are here. I should have another one over here. Is that right? Yes. He's being chased by the copious amounts of greenskin armies that are here. I think greenskins are the strongest in the game currently. Yes, by far. Greenskins are not just dumb in... how you doing, buddies? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, greenskins aren't just dumb in multiplayer, they're also dumb in campaign as well.
To clan and hold.
What have we got here? So we have Go Trek and Felix, and yes, so we confederated because that's what everybody wanted, and we're building up 2 armies.
I stand defiant.
Right.
You know who I am. To battle? It is time.
He can get better units, though,
Belegar
right? So he can get better
Ironhammer.
units. Yeah, he can get better units. So what we should actually do is just
Who calls me?
get rid of these. Actually, what can you get?
True king of 8 feet.
Oh, you can get double, yeah.
I'm here.
Bit of a waste, but they need to go.
Fearless and unbreakable. Grudge bearer. Zulrikas.
Now, he's going to cost upkeep.
One flag.
He's going to cost 1,000 upkeep, so he just needs to go. Let's replace you with another lord. That will be fine.
Summon me if you dare.
And then you can go. Right, so it gives us 2,000 to work with.
It is time.
And we can get the boys in.
Slay. Get these cannons moving. Revenge incarnate.
Alright, so it looks like for the majority here, the undead are winning. Okay. So remember, we confederate over here last time and we lost it within 5 turns. There's just a silly amount of greenskin armies. So we've got this, which is nothing much to be fair. But they are massively strong. So if we compare them to somebody's, there's 11th, 10th. We are actually on the ball compared to them. The greenskins are just stupidly powerful. Like, they're off the map powerful. I mean, Border Princes are 5th. So, I'm not sure what it is about like empire-based armies, but they're super strong on campaign. They're super strong.
Ironhammer.
Right, so we need to decide what we want to get. The Thunderers are good. They're definitely a good addition. We're certainly going to need a bit more of a front line as well. Certainly want some cannons. Certainly want at least 2 cannons. And we're going to want some more front line. Now the Black Orcs are going to be a bit of a pain if we let them, but we could also really do with some Buckman Rangers. Buckman Rangers are really awesome. Let's go 2 Buckmans then. We get triple gold Buckmans. That's really awesome. Right, and you are how far? Pretty far away from us. Okay. We'll have to see what next turn brings. Yeah, when playing as Dowie, GS get mad buffs. Yeah, man, 100%, 100%. They just go like the actual like cheat codes behind them are actually just stupid. They're actually just stupid. It was the same with Skaven. And Skaven had a very, very similar mechanic, but actually it was a little bit more broken, which actually made them like end game powerful, where greenskins are just not. Even with all the extra added stuff into them, they're not end game. They will die very, very quickly. But now Skaven got nerfed in campaign as well as multiplayer. A little bit more in campaign. Greenskins are going to follow suit very quickly.
By the king's command.
And people are certainly going to see it. People are certainly going to see it. And you will notice it. Greenskins will certainly get a nerf, especially when you're playing as the Dowie. But at the same time, Dowie will also get a nerf when you play as the Greenskins, which will be helpful.
Great Grogny's beard.
So for anybody that doesn't normally play as Gotrek too much, the advantage with him, the more you want to try and get him every single time you can. If you get him at least 3 times within a campaign, he gets 3 bonuses as part. I can't remember what it's called, but you basically get 3 bonuses, and all the traits you get here he keeps. So he keeps those traits. Don't leave any items on him, because any items he goes away with, he just loses.
Now we from another hold arrive. 'Tis a great day.
You got any? They have 2.
It is time.
Here and over there. Okay, looking dire for them. It is looking dire. Grimgor is packing some absolute weapons here with those stone trolls. Okay.
Not gonna happen.
Grimgor is also level 21 and he has 11 character skills, so sniping Grimgor is going to be hard. Hey, Full Poland, how you doing? So for anybody that is joining, just to let you know, I'm just going to be rolling out some just general legendary campaign stuff until Ducky's tournament does start. Now, whilst I'm here, let me sign up to that actually. And then I'll be just rolling out my POV of his tournament. So that's Death Before Dishonor. Let me get myself signed up for that. Yeah, so I'll be playing in that, which should be quite fun. Should be quite fun. All right. How you doing, Full Poland? Hope you're doing well. So we're going to get some bug ones. I really like bug ones. They're very good for that regen as well. So if they do get hit in the back, they can heal quite nicely. We also have 3 units of Thunderers and the double cannons for some armor piercing if we need it. It's not necessary that we are going to need it, but we're certainly going to need 4 Bugmans, and we are going to need some nice longbeards in the front to hold. Ironbreakers will be better in the long term, but yeah. I've always found that if GS can take the Dowie capital within, say, 50 turns, and can stay the strongest faction in the late game. Yeah, I think the power of balance goes between the Dowie. If you're not playing as either Dowie or Greenskins, it's if the Dwarfs can hold longer with their capital past maybe turn, maybe turn 50. I think you're right. Yeah, then they'll pretty much stay because their late game troops are just so much better. But if the Greenskins can hit them and pin them in their capital by turn 50, yeah, they certainly will take over and they just become a powerhouse. An absolute powerhouse, because due to strength, the way the mechanic works with the computer for Greenskins, for those who might not know, strength is power for the Greenskins. The stronger you are, the more likely you are just going to swallow another faction. How you doing, CJ? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Good. I'm glad you're doing well for Poland. Logic, why so early? So Ducky's tournament is going to be at 4:30. So I just started up a little bit earlier today, so we get some nice campaign in there before we, because I don't know how far I'll go in the tournament. So I'll play a little bit of the tournament. And if it doesn't go so well, then I'll pop back into campaign, play a little bit of campaign, and or maybe do some quick battles for you guys or something like that. You know, just some little fun stuff.
What orders?
So we've got King Lund coming over.
Yes.
Oh, he lost his Slayer ring, didn't he? So some things we're certainly going to want is something like this liquid fortification. With that immune to psychology, we got that last time for Belegar. So Belegar has now immune to psychology, healing, extra melee defense. You know, it just makes him a super tank. But yeah, how are we doing, CJ? Hope you're doing well. I don't know if you're partaking today, bunnies. There's not as many as I thought they'd be partaking today. There was only 9 today. Right, so we've got Thorgrim. And the one nice thing also from Confederating is we now have Thorgrim and all the boys permanently.
Aye. And what can the Dowie do for you?
Oh, so they'll join Confederation. Oh, no, okay, so they'll join Confederation. That's not what I wanted. Crack a drink.
Aye, am Iron Fist. Some call me a king. Aye.
Why do they hate me so much? I don't think I've ever had truces with them. I'm not fighting anything over there from Cracknorn, but also I get negatives for confederating them.
Onward.
I might need to save that in case I get in trouble. Right, so what have we got here?
What?
Right, so we've done, so it's just a bit of a recap for everybody. We've done the entire blue line that we're interested in. We could go like Inspiring Leader, or I think actually going down here would be quite nice eventually. We don't need it quite yet. We haven't really fought any Skaven or anything like that, so not too interested there. We definitely want to get Grimnir's heirs and increase our Slayers, Giant Slayers, Hammers, Iron Breakers. You know, they're the boys in the late game that we're really, really interested in. On the top line, we got the Mighty Earthstone. It's very nice. We are getting towards these two. I don't know if we got a Shield of Defiance. I think we did get Shield of Defiance. Yes, we did get Shield of Defiance, which is quite nice. We definitely want that hammer. If we get the hammer, that's +3 public order in every province. It's very helpful. Alright, so this is sort of what the army's looking like. So we got, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units of range. So we certainly need some more front line. Perfect. So that front line should do for next turn. You can waddle in as well. And we actually have 200. So, although we have that immune to psychology, because we are unbreakable for some of our guys, getting +5 melee defense and also liquid fortification can be really, really helpful, just from the healing point of view. But let's see if we can get anything else first. So this is really nice if we can get, that gives plus leadership and also restoration, which is really nice for our theory units, because they have such low, like, hit point pool. Having that is really beneficial. What else have we got here? We can also get this. Okay, so what's this? So it looks like it gives... Oh, okay, so this is like the online thing that you can get. So this is like the armor you can get online, which gives increased armor and melee defense. I think you normally get it for the green skin Black Hawk Big Boss. I think that's what you normally get. So obviously you don't get the fire resistance. So we could find a way to get ourselves some idols. We could actually get the Anchor Chain. Not too bothered about that. I'd be a lot more interested in getting the Ring of Grimnir. Ring of Grimnir looks very good. Gatekeeper's Helm. No, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad either. And let's have a look here. So Star Metal Plate. Star Metal Plate would be very good. That would be exceptional to get that. 20% ward save and 35 armor is no joke as well. That's really nice. Oh dear God. Okay.
Not up then.
So they've got an 11 stack from their war. They got 11 out of 10 units. That doesn't make any sense. But they've got 11 out of 10 because, you know, the computer. And they've got a full stack. So instead of losing you like that, let's drop you back this way.
Godric Gurnison.
Brian Blessed, what a bloke, mate. What a bloke. Right. This is looking pretty fortified. So we got you know, we got level 3 guard halls here, and we're also working towards level 4 once we can get this up, which would be quite nice. You know, we've managed to gain some extras here a little bit later on. So I think what we'll do, just so we could really bolster our forces and really make them as tanky as possible, because we might not get another chance. Let's go here and let's take the regeneration, liquid fortification. Let's get it in there. I think we put it on one of our Thanes.
Belegar Ironhammer.
So this Thane has 94 melee defense. I'm not sure what items he's got. So he's got glittering scales. Oh, he's a bonus first large one. Okay. And this one here is...
For clan honor.
What sort of stats are we talking about for him? Okay, he's got a lot lower melee defense. So let's give him this liquid fortification then. Okay, so he's going to get... So if we numb that, he's going to get... Yeah, 5 melee defense. He doesn't, you know, immune to psychology means nothing, but the healing is going to be very nice as well. It actually increases stats. Oh, Oh yeah, that actually increases his hit points, look. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Also increases his hit points. I don't think that's right. I think that's a bit of a glitch. But, yeah. Hey, Billington, how you doing? It's GoTrek and Felix. Those kind of greenskin numbers are just chumps. 100%, dude. 100%. There was one of my old Beastman campaigns. GoTrek and Felix actually solo an entire Bretonnian army. They get so powerful when you get them for the third time. Dowie can get their lords to like 12 HP healing. Yeah, honestly, like, some of the stuff you can do. Logic, have you got all the players for the Dowie tournament? Yes, I have. So, for anybody that isn't interested, I actually have a tournament coming forward. It's a little bit of an early thing for some of you guys that are watching today. I actually have a tournament called Sons of the Mountain coming forward. So for those that don't know what that is, it's basically going to be 14 very, very highly skilled dwarf players going up against, well, essentially every other faction in the game for the multiplayer, which should be quite fun. Oh my god, there is just so many greenskins. Okay. So, faction encounter Bordelot. That'd be quite interesting to see if we can get some good stuff with those.
What brings you before the heir of Lund?
Just not going to happen. The fact they're fighting them is actually a little bit detrimental to us. So actually it's really good we actually got that last turn because we just lost our dwarf beer. Okay, interesting.
Onwards!
Follow my lead!
I actually just realised a bit of a mistake I've just made.
Ready?
And I have 20 and I have nowhere to stick my King
One rag.
You one rag me. Right, I think we plop this in here. We give them a unit. Let's give them a front line.
Seeking vengeance.
Strengthen the shield wall.
Right, and I think we pop here.
I'm going.
And then we go in ambush.
It shall be done.
Now, what I think these guys are going to do is they're going to force march over here. I don't know if they're fighting here.
Never.
No, they hate each other a lot, but they're not fighting.
Greetings, stranger.
We cannot.
That's because they're fighting up against Durfu, which Durfu could really do with going away. Okay, so we'll sit here, and it looks like it's going to be us first.
Squeaky bum time.
Indeed. Squeaky bum time.
Raise Sigma.
I was just like, they took it. That's fantastic. I think Gringot's just going to attack them. So they got 17 out of 18, 11 out of 10, 17 out of 16. So we usually take this. We've got all 3 legendary lords, which is perfect for Belegar, because we can try and obtain as many traits as possible. Oh yeah, so for anybody that, Biblington yourself, I'd see that you're playing in the tournament, Biblington. I'll be playing in DVD after this, so I'll be streaming my point of view, so maybe I'll face you. So, I'd be an idiot not to take that. So that gives Unbreakable. I'd be an idiot not to take those odds. So I will take those odds. Look at those guns. God damn. Get 1.5k for that. No, I need that leadership, I think. I think that leadership's going to be needed. Oh, that was a win. And we also got a trait. So defeat Grimgor, we get plus 10 armor. And we also get armor piercing or weapon damage plus 20. That's pretty, that's actually really decent. Because Belegar, that's one of the things that Belegar really struggles with. Oh, this thing needs to go away. That's one thing we really struggle with. All right, so I don't know where the boys in green would have gone, but we certainly would have healed over the end turn. I'll certainly take those odds. I'm not going to fight that. Right, so let's make our Dowie super quick. So let's make them... well, they get 40 speed. That's awesome. Let's have a look here. So... yeah, let's get that aura size increased. And let's have a look here. I think we got all of our runes. Let's get that charge bonus up. Higher charge than a Kai? Yeah, give me that. Kai's just a mere chump to my ethereal Dowie. Yeah, more charge bonus. 60 charge, I mean that's just stupid. And I'm going to get more charge as well. 15 charge, I'm going to get 75 charge for this guy. That's just nonsense. That's just so much nonsense, it's unbelievable. Anything here we're actually interested in? Not particularly. Let's just go for a nice cheapy Slayer ring. Yeah. Yes, the auto-resolve was needed. The auto-resolve was needed. I think it... I couldn't not
Lord
take
of
that.
the England.
5% ward save doesn't seem like much, but listen, if you're going to take 5% less damage over time whilst you have regeneration, it's OP in my book. OP.
Revenge incarnate.
Right, let's gently shift this. Well, actually, it's kind of one advantage losing this is the fact they've now got that as a province. I don't have to look after that anymore. That is one small minor advantage.
On to vengeance.
Right, blind.
For trick, journey son.
Brian really can't move
Out
far,
of my
can he?
way.
I love the fact their entire cost is the long beards. It's incredible.
bones, Stefan.
Oh, actually, that's a little... okay. That is not good. Let's see if we can get some trades going. Don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
What? Be at peace, for that is all.
How are we doing with the Dowie?
Onward, my kin. The throng of Cadrin welcomes you. Never.
Okay, I don't think we're ever... I don't think he's ever going to like us.
Yes, greetings.
I have an idea. So
You no
before he
doubt have a
dies, because
request, I'll hear it
he
now.
will die. He will die at some point.
Yes.
Okay. Right, at least we're going to push forward now. I mean, I'm never going to fight them. They're like up here, right? So we're never going to fight them. So as long as we can get like a positive relationship here with him, then that's fantastic. That's all that's needed.
I am Belegar, true king of the 8 peaks.
Is that worth it for me? No, because they're not at war. What the computer's doing is waiting for these guys to be at war. They'll declare war, then I have to defend with them. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's just suicide. It is just suicide. Alright, so we've been caught. Can we run?
Not worth soiling my blades.
Alright, so Gotrake's dead.
Good Lord.
But Belegar survives. I have no idea where these boys came from, but they came from somewhere.
Step forth, true friend of the Angrund clan.
Poor Brian has gone, but he will return. He will return. Right, so we need to decide.
Forget it.
We're going to take on Azag
Forget it.
or Wurzag. So, Wizank has a lot of very cheap... Oh my god, look how much scrap they've got. Imagine having cheap double gold chevron Goblin Wolf Riders on Legendary that also have bonus versus infantry. That's not dangerous at all. Also having trolls that have increased leadership. Oh my god. So yikes and a half, that is.
You're making me angry!
Or Orc Boy Chariots. With double giants. So they've run out of war as well.
Not happening!
So, here's the smart thing. I don't know what's over here. I might see if I can attack here.
What? By my hammer it will be done.
Oh, I'm trapped in his aura? I hate this mechanic. This mechanic is so stupid. I should be able to come over here and attack, but I can't because I'm trapped by his. That's just stupid.
For our forefathers!
Okay, so we should be able to win this quite comfortably. Shoot the giants on walking in with the Thunderers and co. Actually, Thunderers might need to take care of these chariots. Let's do it. Oh, that should be an interesting one. Should be an interesting one. These boys are gonna have like bonus as infantry. I can't remember what that is. I think that's extra ammunition. If I remember quickly, you can actually get these boys to have like extra armor piercing. It's like stupid. They get like 25% extra armor, or like 400% armor piercing, or something stupid like that.
Battle ready!
This is honestly a garbage map. Look at this, man. Right.
Artillery ready! We demand blood! Thunderers! For the ancestors!
Right, there you go. So there's our rough setup.
Cannon!
We will put a bugman on each side.
For the ancestor gods!
For the ancestors!
I don't want to block their line of sight, so let's do this then.
Aye! For the Karazankor!
What I could really do is pushing these guys forward.
Thunderers!
Problem is you've got these stupid trees in the way.
They have wronged us.
Find your targets! Thunderers! For the ancestors!
For mountain and home! Lord of vengeance!
Alright, so roughly that's what we're going to be looking
For
at.
mountain and home!
Cool. So front line.
Longbeards!
Along the front line. With these boys as well.
Yes, laddie! Vengeance calls!
Perfect. Let's do it.
For the Karazankor! Kazook!
The other giant's over there, so let's get both the cannons.
Cannon! Fight! Attack
Get both the
earth!
cannons shooting that one there if we can. I don't know if those trees are going to be in the way.
For the ancestor gods!
Should have hit pretty nicely. Yeah, he's going to hit quite nice there. That's good.
For the Karazankor! Charge!
There we'll move up to the tree line as well, get them fighting in the trees as much as possible. So like the more we can get them fighting in the trees, the more of a negative they're going to take, and we're just going to be on the outside of the trees.
I will have vengeance!
Give as much room between our range and theirs would be perfect.
Dwarfs, ready axes! Let the vengeance begin! Attack! Axes out, lads! Let the vengeance begin! Shellwork! Our fire undimmed! By the layer's will! For the ancestors! We stay put! Gears of Zafar!
Alright, let's get Belegar in there. Let's get him fighting up against here.
For the ancestor gods! Ready to strike! The ancestors watch! Anu! Let the vengeance begin! Hunt those dwarven legs! Dwarfs! Ready axes!
Right, so turn our cannons over here to shoot on the giant.
Out!
The other giant has been pretty much destroyed.
Dahl! Plow through! Kazook! That'll do! Kazook! Yes! String the axe!
Okay.
Hunt those dwarven legs!
Looks like they came back, so we'll charge straight in, get some nice... Oh my god, we destroyed a model, fantastic. Can we destroy another one here if we can?
We demand blood! Dwarves!
We should be fine in the back, we've got that healing. So we've got a few boys over here on the left. They were chasing after broken orc chariots.
By my whiskers! No! It is a reckoning! Killers!
Don't know how this guy is still going, but still is.
Ready! It is a reckoning! The clans unite! The Dawi are ready! They have wronged us! Move to attack!
No, he's fighting this pocket.
I suppose. There's nothing I can't fix.
Alright, go fight him. I don't know, he's not dying.
Battle Joe! Aye! Thunderous!
Okay, let's put that down there. Let's get in and fight.
It is an order!
Perfect, so that giant's gone down. Thanks to our bonus first large. And that should be, yeah, very nice losses. We took some damage there, that's for sure. We certainly took some damage. Our front line got absolutely crumped. But that's to be expected on Legendary. That is to be expected. That's why we need... By the way, Logic, are you going to be watching England vs Scotland? Yes, yes, I will. I will be watching. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I don't think there's only 3 watching, because there's certainly a few more people. Maybe they're dropping in and out a little bit, but that's fine. That's not a problem. Like, if people don't want to watch so many Legendary campaigns, that's fine. Oh, we also have the Banner of Eternal Flame. That's really cool. That's really cool. That's a cool item. Wouldn't mind stealing that, actually. Oh, 1.6k? I don't know. We'll definitely take that leadership. We get that for 5 turns. That's 10 turns of plus 4 leadership now. So now he's lost. We absolutely have to follow him.
Moving out.
Oh, nice. With 30% magic resistance. That's very good. So we certainly cannot let him get away. That's for sure. So we'll now get Rally. That plus 16 leadership going to be very helpful. So that means let's have a look. Yeah, so it's 55% base magic resistance. That's insane. He's also bonus versus infantry. Why am I bonus versus infantry? Oh, he has the minus pickaxe. Fair enough.
Yes.
Let's have a little look. What can we do here? So this kind of sucks. So, because you never really want him in there. So let's go with... yeah, a bit of speed for that repositioning. Get that charge bonus. 45 charge is no joke for a Dowie. That's pretty impressive. And then, yeah, there's not really much else to do. We could... Scouting, I think, is the next one. And then Cleanse Corruption, maybe? So we've got 60 charge here as well for our bonus as infantry. Who's Mr. King Alun Ironhammer. Is he Belegar's dad? I have a feeling he might be Belegar's dad for some reason. I can't remember as to why, but I think he is like Belegar's dad.
True king.
These two certainly aren't going to hold, so let's put them together.
Zulrikaz.
So we need to finish off here. Perfect.
On to vengeance.
So the biggest problem we have is the fact we can't win against this army now.
Talk ain't happy.
We beat one, but we can't beat both.
Belegar Ironhammer.
So we now got a bonus first large guy. What does he need? Let's have a look. So we get him 40 speed. Nice. So 40 speed will be quite helpful.
Ready.
So we need to somehow get over here without meeting him. But we also can't go anywhere that we're going to get trapped. We go over here, we don't heal. Oh no, we do heal. We do heal. What sort of movement range does that cost?
Leaving.
So we can move to here and then put ourselves into
hammer.
a nice encampment stance to get more healing. Also gives us +5 melee defense. If they do push over, they might not. They might just come this way. They might just come over here. It gives us a chance to heal.
Revenge incarnate.
And then we should be able to pin them in this corner, hopefully. Hopefully. But let's see. So we destroyed 2 big armies and they've lost their war. They're now second strongest in the world. But they're still almightily... I mean, we got a lot weaker, but they're still almightily strong. Okay. Azag to Charming. Azag is certainly the chat. Yeah, so apparently we win this. If we win this, I will take that. I'll take it. Yep, the only thing we lost was our long bids. I'll take it. And I'll take the money. Fantastic. So we got all 3 traits, which is awesome. So we now get plus 10% physical resistance as well. So we got 30% magic, 10% physical, and yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and we got armor piercing and increased armor as well. That's fantastic. That's really cool for kind of like the orcs. You get like, you can basically make like super Dowie, which is like kind of cool.
I stand defiant.
It's 50% ward save thanks to his shield, 10% physical, 15% missile, and 55% magic resistance. My boy Belegar is becoming certainly tanky. Right, so now this is where it starts to become fun. We got Dowie firepower, so we get anything up to rank 7, which is pretty much standard for us now. So that's Quarrelers, Thunderers, Rangers, Iron Drakes, Gyrocopters. You now get all increased 12% missile strength, missile resistance, and reload time, which is super important. So we're going to get that, and that's going to help. That's going to help bolster all of our boys here. As you can see, 66% missile resistance, lots of ammunition, and that reload time is 5 seconds. Fantastic. So we got double barreled here, so that's increased reload time and missile strength plus accuracy, that's a constant for 15% around him as well. So what are we talking here for that reload? I probably can't see here. I can 6.4. So we can really do with some armor for him. I don't have any. Talismans, we don't have any either. Okay. So we got one skill point. What do we want? Let's get that. Yeah, that's speed. We could go Ancestral Grudge, but that's only when fighting against Greenskin, so I'd rather get Scouting, see if we can get some extra items whilst we're fighting. And what else can we get here? Let's get that speed, yeah. He's got lots of charge, let's increase that speed.
Lord of the Angrund. Very well, I will do as you ask.
Should be enough movement to be inside, I would have thought. I think it's about here. Oh, there it is, lovely. So we do have enough speed. Oh no, we don't. So we can't recruit, I don't think. No. Okay, that's a shame. Looks like we just missed out. So we should be able to recruit next turn, that's okay. That's okay. Right, so we've got some good wins over here. We're going to be super weak, but they are going to be... Let's have a little look. Where are they going to be? 11th now, so they're 11th. That's brilliant. That's brilliant work. I will certainly take that. My little stunties, they performed, and I'm happy with that.
Belegar.
So what do we need to get his hammer? So for the hammer, raise or sack 3 different settlements belonging to the race Greenskins. So we need to sack or, yeah, raise them. Okay, that's going to take a while, I think. We've managed to slow them down for quite some time, which is good. Mr. Caradoc. So we've got Ranger's Pouch here, that's reload time reduction. We don't actually have any of this or enough, but that could be a nice one here for our ranged character. Doesn't look like there's anything else, so maybe that could be something in the future for that reload reduction. And we've already got the Spectres, yeah, Prospector's Spyglass. So is there anything on here on the armor that can benefit him? So you can give Stalk, Strider, and Snipe. That can be really helpful. Anything else? Ranger's Cloak can be handy just because of that mass melee defense. But I think if you're really going to have anything, you probably want something that's going to be, yeah, really increasing that melee defense. Causes terror. Love that already. Okay, so this would be the only other one then. You could sort of just stick him in the back and he could just shoot and snipe and nothing's going to be able to chase him, really. So we should allow the boys here to punch back a little bit. We should allow the Astalians to come in and do their work. What tournament I'm going to be playing in today? I'm going to be playing in a Rubber Ducker Wars Death Before Dishonor. Let's check how many people are in there, actually. Let's check how many people are in there. So let's go here. DBD. Let's have a little look. So we're up to 19 already. So it's jumped quite a bit. And, oh, currently Biblington's playing against Mr. Grombrindle. Love to see that matchup. Who am I playing against? Let's have a little look. So I'm going to be playing against currently, oh, Hayden. I haven't played Hayden yet, but Hayden could be quite fun. And if I win that, I've got to play against the infamous Bowmore. Once we get War Favor, or we can get, let's get reduction in recruitment. That's gonna be a lot more handy. Because we're just about to recruit.
Seeking vengeance. Lun's heir. It shall be done.
Right, so let's get some very, very lovely Longbeards in here. And that's where the problem is now. And the way you go is if you now I've upgraded these and used pretty much all of my populace. I can't upgrade this, but I need to get here so I can start getting some Slayers and some Hammerers and all the other big boys.
To battle.
Right, so the speed is down. He's 40 speed. He's got 60 charge. That's so stupid. But he's about to have 75, so let's do it. 75 charge then. These 4 characters just become stupidly powerful. Like, just stupidly powerful. So that's going to bring us into a 20 stack in 1 turn. That's going to cost more than we can afford as well, so we have to be careful there. We also have a tremendous amount of grudges to deal with. So we can start knocking those off the book and see if we can work our way back. We certainly want to come over here if we can. This is where we want to go.
True king of 8 peaks.
But are you playing today, CJ? Is anybody else playing in Death Before Dishonor? Let's have a little look here. So it looks like we have Biblington from the chat. We have 4 Poland going to play. Deadly Bunnies is going to play. Oh, he's up against AC Moore. That'd be quite fun. 4 Poland will be up against the Spud House. So the RTK Spud House is a good player. Mr. Ice Power is playing. I know Ice Power has been in a couple of finals here. Hasn't managed to get into Season 8 yet. We have Park Mac up against Lunacy. That's going to be a fun matchup. Alec Rao as well is going to play. Let's see. There's a few I don't recognise, but the Green One's going to play. The Green One's a very good player as well. Oh, Viscous Kebab as well. He's also pretty strong. All right. So they got destroyed. Okay, well let's have a chat with these guys. Let's have a chat with Borderlo.
Armored in faith.
Bow before the rightful laws of this land.
I must protest.
King Llewellyn, welcome, dwarf. Absolutely not.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Honored, my kin, the throng of Cadrin welcome. Enough.
So we should be able to take him on. I don't want him to die, so let's try 3.5. Okay. So we've got loads of negatives now, but we're not fighting against who they're fighting against. Oh, well, there we go.
Master of runecraft.
Perfect. So this is going to hold itself. It's got... so we've managed to get the Slayer King. He was about to die, and this is the problem. He just does not like you. How you doing, Zypher? How you doing, buddy? I don't think I've played a standard best of 3 versus Grombrindle yet, so it could be fun to see how that goes. Grombrindle is an excellent player, Mr. Biblington. Let me give you a little tip. He's going to play the Dowie, and he will be banning Skaven, and he will be banning High Elves. Unless he wants some of that High Elf practice. Just remember the High Elf build I told you. Otherwise, if it's not one of those two, I don't know. What's your next best outside of Skaven and outside of High Elves? He'll definitely ban Skaven. But outside of High Elves, what's your next best faction out of Greenskins, Beastmen, and Dark Elves? Any one of those 3 is probably the one to play, I would imagine. But how you doing, Zypher? I hope you're doing well, buddy. Are you playing in today's tournament for the Death Before Dishonor? Starts in 15 minutes, actually. I'll be doing my point of view. I don't know how well I'm going to do today.
Revenge incarnate.
Right, so let's start moving forward then.
By my hammer it will be done. I'm going.
Perfect, so we're going to start moving over in this direction and trying to see if we can like sack Barak Var. I think we need to sack 3 different places. So that should be interesting. Hammer of Angrand would be excellent if we can certainly get hold of it.
My counsel usually kneel. Dark are the
I could take on Carcassonne. I could take him on. She does give good healing for Belegar, and she would be quite nice to fight. The only problem is getting over there. Of course, you have to go all the way around. It's like Tilia of 1 over here. They did kill Skaven, I think, quite a while ago, but I think now they'll just be fighting here. Yeah, they're just going to be fighting up here, and they got on pretty well with. I forget what this faction is called, but basically, you know. They're going to do pretty well together.
Ironhammer.
So how are the greenies? The greenies are going to get hit up. So they're 6th. They're going to be behind Bretonia. The border princes are going to be 8th. That was Estalia, of course. It's, welcome to Estalia.
So, I am ready to parley.
Sartosa.
Tide, you come at me, lover. But
So Sartosa will more than likely fall, which is good for us. It means less of that corruption coming in for sure. Alright, so next turn then.
His will binds me to you.
Why are we up here?
Aye, it is time.
So you can gain a level, and you can have that for me. What item have you got? So you have the... Oh, I'll take that off you for sure. We'll take the Rune Bearer. We'll take that, and that. Lovely. Oh, he's of Grugny. Grugny is exactly what we wanted. Grugny gives the reduction to all buildings and the faction-wide improvement. Right, so is there any other... Why is he up here? I don't understand. But, you know, it is what it is. Ah, it's money. We'll keep it. Okay. Next turn then. Nope, I have to study. Oh, I don't blame you, dude. I have to study as well, to be fair. So I'll be doing it after the stream, after today's tournament. I've got so much to do. Perhaps a treaty. Ah, Mr. Hayden. Hello, sir. Let's have a look here. If they're fighting these, then I'll take a defensive alliance. But because they're not, and they certainly will be very soon, not interested. Not interested. Ooh. Okay, it's free for me. I might have to go through and see where they got all of their heroes, etc. He won't change his opinion, CJ. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a good point, CJ. Like, I still think it's pretty even, but if I had to edge it to either way at the very top level of the game, it is certainly VC favored. Just simply because they have more tools in their box than compared to, let's say, compared to Dowie. Dowie have a very limited toolbox and very limited things they can do. Like, we were in chat yesterday, so it was me, Spudhouse. Who else was I talking to? Big Doyle and Flex. We were all sat there talking about builds and stuff, and it's pretty hard for the Dowie. Most builds are relatively similar as what you have to bring. There's certain ideals you can change, but it doesn't change too much. Or it might go after this.
Ready. Yes.
Don't think I'm going to be able to get there this turn, though, is the problem. But the Skull Reef would have been nice. But what we'll do, we'll progress over here slowly.
I'm gone.
Looks like there is a military presence, so we're at 52% range. What I might do is just do this. So we can't get ambushed, increase leadership, melee defense, etc.
Would be proud.
What it means is if they do happen to pop out over here, I will certainly have more of an advantage in the next confrontation.
An oath is an oath.
I love Felix, man. He's so cool. He's so cool, dude. Right, let's see what else we can get here. We don't have any bear furs. That's a bit of a shame. I wonder if we have anything else that we could get for him. So there was one here that was... No, it wasn't that one. We got that one, so maybe it was in here we wanted. Yeah, we wanted this one. Oh, we need more bear fur. Okay, never mind. So we just need bear fur. I don't know where we can see where we can get bear fur here. probably not anywhere here, I would imagine. Bear fur would be... Oh, golden idols there. That's really important as well. Oh, it's Big Krablin. How you doing, Krablin? Cool dude. Really, really cool dude. Like Krablin. He's a nice guy. Let's have a look. Now, I can't see any bear fur anywhere near. That's a bit of a shame. We could really do with some bear fur. But that's okay. We'll move on.
Wanrag, you may speak before my sheep. All right.
So we'll start building up there. We are going to go down due to just confederated, but I don't mind about that.
What? What brings the despicable dwarf scum before me? Wow. Do they come to beg?
We could take some money from you. Let's see how much payment they're willing to give me. Probably not much. No. It's not worth the negative there. It's not worth the negative. Okay, so heroes don't move.
This is no fantasy.
We'll keep you there, dude. We'll keep you there.
On the beaten track.
Cool. So what we'll do, we'll probably end turn there. And no, I reckon I've got time for an extra turn. Let's have a little look here for... So that's 21 players. I'm still playing up against Hadries. Okay. Or Hayden, sorry. Hayden, not Hadries. God, I was playing up against Hadries. This would be a very short tournament. Alright, so... Right, next turn then. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming the DVD very, very soon. So once it goes live, I'll be streaming it. Really interested about the HE build though. I've been practicing it in this matchup with Artisan, and for some reason we couldn't figure out a good HE build. A good high elf build against Vampire Counts, or a good high elf build up against Dwarfs. If you'd like one for either, I actually have two builds for you. Alright, so it looks like they come fight me with 3 armies, and apparently I'm favoured. That's certainly very interesting. Well, if it's in my favour, I'll take it. I lost a lot of my front line. It's a bit of a shame, but we'll take it. I will take that. That would be silly not to take that. You find counts pretty easy. Highlands versus Dwarfs. Highlands versus Dwarfs is actually pretty simple. Who are these guys? Okay.
Belegar Ironhammer.
So become recruit, it's only a turn, it just costs a little bit of extra gold, so that's fine. We'll get that done then. We'll sit here and recruit. And we'll
Grudge bearer.
just heal once we got that win. So what else have we got here? So hero not move.
Here.
Yeah, you'll find that.
Destiny guides me.
The runes are ready.
Yeah, I don't really want that. No, okay. So you can just go. I don't really want you. Just extra cost that I don't need. That is just getting mass negative is the only problem. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I could put in a wall. That would... how much would that cost? So if I put in a wall... It would cost me 4,500. Would give me a cannon, a grudge thrower, 2 longbeard great weapons with 3 quarrelers. I think it's 1, 2, 4, 7 extra units. What I've already got, and they'll certainly come at me with a. That should allow me to hold this. How many turns for it? 7 turns. Okay, and I'm getting 900 there, so I should be able to do that. Okay.
Lord of the England.
Where's the green skins? Okay, they're 16th now. They've taken some punishment. And I am okay with that. I am okay with that. We're rolling and we're rolling dirty, and I am super happy about that. Let's go. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, let me go through it with you, Zypher. So, probably the easiest way to do it is Alaria the Radiant. You bring her probably on horseback, and you bring Star of Avalon. You bring all of her healing. As much healing as you possibly can. You can go 2 White Lion Chariots. Probably 2's fine, and then you go 2 Nobles with Chariots as well. You go 5 units of the White Lion front line. Lots of armor piercing there. They're very good. They'll beat pretty much 75% of all Dwarf infantry. They will lose to hammers, and they'll also lose to Ironbreakers. But for the cost, they'll trade extremely effectively. That should be fine. You maybe take 2 units of archers to deal with slayers. You just constantly shoot into slayers, and then after that, it's kind of the rest of it's up to you. You can maybe take a unit of sword masters if you have some extra cash as well. The pure main company can be fine, but yeah, sword masters do pretty well there. But white lions are your best trade for money for sure. Pretty much one of the matchups they're really only good in my opinion. Where's Brian Blessed? Is he not coming back? Or have I only got
Sigmar preserve us.
only got Sputnik over here, have I? Right, what time are we looking at? Okay, we've got sort of 3 minutes, so we'll try and get another turn in. There we go. So he's going 37 speed. He should be able to maneuver around quite comfortably. Should be able to maneuver him where I need him. Well, he also has Sapper. Sapper's very good. I like Sapper. Sapper can be really broken with the Skaven, because obviously you can get that with multiple of them. You can give like all sorts of bonuses to your weapon teams. So let's go in here. So we should be able to just keep doing scouting. That should be quite handy.
True king of 8 peaks.
So we actually have that as well. So we're on 10%. Give ourselves 17% physical resistance. That'd be really nice as well. Plus that 15% damage resistance.
Revenge incarnate.
Yeah, so we're pretty much fully healed. So that's.
You have my hammer.
Let's roll dirty.
On my way.
So there is a military presence, and
Mork says no.
it's Wurzag, a full stack in Carrick. I wonder
Belegar
if we
Ironhammer.
just... How much do we need to ambush? 25%.
Journeying on. It shall be done.
The ambush is not great. It's not great here, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they can do.
Peril makes good prose. Sit a while and listen. The story continues.
Right, let's fix these just because public order. Just because public order. Right.
I stand defiant.
So, yeah, what can we get in the forge then? That's pretty good if we... Oh, that's weapons. We want enchanted items if we can. So, leadership, physical resistance... I think it is that, right? No, we want talisman. Talisman, cool. Ward save, physical resistance, leadership, magic attacks. Vanguard deployment and armor piercing could be quite handy for him. Melee attack and melee defense could also be decent, but I'm going to go for that ward save.
Lun's air. Lord of the England.
Cool. Right. So look at how our boys are doing.
It is time. Come, come, kid. Ready. Honor to your ancestors.
They take a military alliance in a second. So now they're fighting up against the undead. Okay, that's interesting.
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say.
They're still
We'll hear
fighting
it before
against
off
the
go.
Wood Elves. Just not helpful.
Ain't happening.
Okay. Greenskins,
I don't want to talk to you.
38th now. Okay, how are our boys in the yellow doing? So boys in the yellow doing pretty nicely. That's good. That's good. Let's go. I have this exact build with sword masters instead of archers. High elves are pretty cool, man. High elves are cool. High elves are cool. Yeah, they do actually. Hammers will win, but for cost value, you will get your value back. And the thing is, as long you'll have 4 cycle charging chariots, you'll have the double. You'll have the double double heroes. I forgot what they're called now. Double nobles and chariot, as well as the double white lines and chariot. As long as you keep them cycle charging for the front line, and your white lines will do enough damage, even if they do go long, even if they do go hammers, they will not have enough to protect that back line. I can promise you now. And even with slayers, you just shoot the slayers. You will just need to go in once, attack, draw out, heal whatever damage you've taken, and just shoot them with archers. Shoot, shoot, shoot. There's no way that if they go 4 units of slayers, 4 units of hammers, they haven't got enough for a back line. They just don't have enough. And even then, you just continuously keep moving your chariots around, keep cycle charging them, and just keep shooting them with your archers, and they will die. Right, so they're on the defense. They're just going to sit there and wait by the
Belegar!
So it looks like here, so we are at half past now, so I'm assuming it has gone live. So what we'll do, we'll end that there for now. Turn 82, which is quite nice. So we'll go to the main menu and let's find out who our opponent is. So our opponent is, no, it's changed to God Emperor Palpatine. Okay. So let's fight up against God Emperor Palpatine and see what he's got. Right, so it's like we're waiting for Ducky to shuffle the brackets. Right, let's get this all ready then. So whilst we're here, let's get this all set up. So. Lovely, so let's get this set up. So we'll get the names in there as soon as possible. So let's get score 1. Alright, so it should be me up against somebody. Not quite sure who we're playing yet. I have to go. Good luck, have fun for the tournament. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much for hanging out, Flex. Hope you had well. I don't know if it's Papa, but let me show you the army. Now I have this up. Let me show you an army. Let me take this down. I'll show you an army that can work quite nicely. Let's get rid of Caradox, lovely lady. So I mean, that can work pretty well. If I pop in here with you, chat, Mr. Zypher. An army that can work pretty well for the Highlands up against the Dwarfs is you go Alaria the Radiant, you bring it on top of a steed. Oops. Bring it out on top of a steed. take off Buenavisha, you don't need that. Shield of Safri can be nice, and Life Bloom, of course. Certainly going to want that Arcane Conduit. Don't really need Banishment, very, very expensive. Earthblood you want to keep, you definitely want Tempest. You probably want to take Tempest and Earthblood. Just in case they do go for a Sky build, you certainly need Tempest. Now, Shieldstone of Avisha, you can certainly drop it. It's very expensive. Star of Avalon can also be nice. If you do want to overcast a couple of Earthbloods, can be very handy. Also gives you greatly improved power rate recharge, but certainly just want to at least the Star of Avalon. If you want to go cheap. What you then can do is you just pretty much spam as many white lines as you can. That's what lions do. I mean, seriously, if you want to go Boon of Isha, you could probably still win. I'm not gonna lie, you could probably still win. So you certainly want 5 of those, and what you want to do is make sure you set up with everything you definitely know you need to win. You need to have your win conditions. One of the elements in your army you need to win. So what you could do here is you can certainly do some stuff like this. So you got those ones there, and then you're going to want some chariots. So you got some, not Tyrannok, you're going to want some of these 2 white lines of chase chariots, and then you're going to want probably 2 nobles on chariots. Put these bad boys on the chariots, take off their abilities. They're not worth the cost. You don't need any of these items. You could take this if you really, really wanted to, but this is fine. Those are absolutely fine there. And then you've got a little bit of pocket change here. So the pocket change just goes on dealing with those slayers. So you certainly want 2 of these to deal with slayers. And you've got about 700 left, so you can do sort of what you want with that 700. Whatever it is that you want to do. You can certainly pick up a unit of rangers. You could also improve up to some pure main company, but of course that costs you 300, puts you down to 400. So you can also think about that, or you can maybe improve, drop one of them and get some sword masters of Hoeth. You can certainly change these into 2 sword masters. That's certainly possible as well, or maybe go pure main and some swords. So what you can do is just drop those 2 like this, go something like this. Obviously, you need to work out for that extra 37, but you've got something like that you can do. I think this is absolutely fine. I don't think you need any more than this. If you really want to, what could you do? You could certainly take an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. That could certainly be a bit of a flex as well. You could certainly use that just to poke in the back, because there's no way the Dwarfs are going to catch it. And it's just going to sit there, and it's just going to shoot the crap out of things. So certainly an army like this could do really, really, really well. And you can just use it to shoot the Dwarf Slayers in the back as well. For sure. I take the missile resistance usually on the noble. I probably wouldn't. I don't really think it's worth the money. It's 82, and it can be worth it, but I think here you want to shave as many costs off as you can. Star of Avalon is a must. You don't need any more than these 2 spells. You take the Tempest just to deal with any of those gyrocopters, and then you Tempest them, and then you shoot them using the archers. Because you've only got 2, you have to take Tempest. And I put her on her Elven Steed just because, you save an extra 350. This is a pretty effective build here. It's pretty effective. The only thing that is worrisome about this build particularly is that you have to get your values from your chariots. It is a must value from the chariots. How you doing, Robert War? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well. You actually just missed some of the campaign, dude. Also combo from the might, apart from Lizmen, of course. No, we can be your holy underlords. We can be the guys that just underneath. Let me see. See. Oh, so I'm playing against. Let's have a look. Where's my boy? So we're playing up against God. Oh, Ducky, is that proper Palpatine, or is that a different god? Palpatine. So we have... I don't know who this dude is. This dude doesn't exist on your friends list. Not sure who it is I'm playing. We can be the holy servants, We can merely serve. Yeah, well, what's his name, dude? I can't find his name. can't find him in the Discord. So God Emperor Palpatine, is he just the Emperor? I've seen this dude talking in there. I think he's called the Emperor. I think he's called the Emperor. Let's double check him with Ducky. Yeah, I've messaged the Emperor in the Discord to see what he's saying. But yeah, hopefully that helps you in this matchup, Zypher. I think that's particularly something I would do. This is certainly something you can bring. And it can do quite well. What you need to do is you need to make sure that you use your Star of Avalanche, you use your Earthbloods, you try and keep as many models of these Line Chariots alive, keep them healing, and you must keep cycle charging. Charge, shut everything down as much as possible. Your front line, if he goes into hammers, the max he can bring is 4 anyway. So that's fine. I mean, if we look at this, actually, let's get rid of that one. Let's put in an AI player. So if we go here and we look at the Dwarfs and we look at a good counter. So let's say we bring your counter into mind. So you'd be silly if you didn't take one Brindle. You can take Belegar. It is possible. You can take a naked Belegar. Gyrespan could be rough, but that's why for Alariel I've taken Tempest. Tempest and double archers should be able to deal with that. If it can't, then yeah. I mean, they would also be putting all of their cost into. Well, let's investigate it. So let's say you do that. We could go like a really naked Belegar on the floor. Could go one. Something like this. Keep it nice and cheap. What else could we do? So you probably go a floor that could look after itself. Maybe don't need something that costly, but you could certainly, like, say, go. You can probably get some of these and some hammers. You got your 4 hammers there, plus those, and like, maybe some dwarf warriors. You got something like that. This would be pretty difficult for sure. This would be difficult. There's no doubt about that. If you want to go maybe a little bit better, you just drop those, take some of these, and you've got 800. You can sort of do what you want with. You know, take some long beards instead. Long beards do pretty well. Or you take some long beard, great weapons, and you put some you put a buff on them. This can certainly be. How you doing, Coco? Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, something like this could be tough. Something like this could be tough. For sure. Oh no, Ducky, it looks like Bob Tresh just I Let me have a look. I can't remember the lobby skills. So multiplayer. Perfect, there we go. It's hosted under your name. And then password should be 123. Alright, see if we can get this dude in here then. Yeah, he PM'd me. So there we are. So he's in. So what we'll do here is we will put up a nice little doodar. Let's get that blocker in. So we're going to be playing up against the Emperor. Let's put his name at the top there. How does he spell it? L'Empereur. There we go. So, on the bracket, let's see who's going first. So, he's at the top, so he gets to ban and pick first. So you are to pick and ban first. You want to do pick and bans? No. You take it in turns. That's the way the tournament goes. How you doing, Benji? How's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Just going to be doing Ducky's tournament. I don't know what that picture, body female, but the face is obviously male. I don't know. It's what was sent by. Alright, so I think he's going to go Empire, and it'll be very interesting to see what he's going to ban. As the Empire, you certainly want to ban Dowie. It's certainly a big ban here. If you have that opportunity to do so. Let's get the map up as well whilst we're waiting. So the map is going to be Pillar of Bone. Okay, interesting one. Yes, he's going to ban Vampires and Dwarfs. Interesting one. So we will more than likely play Greenskins. Pillar of Bone. There we go. So Pillar of Bone. Okay, so I'll go Greenskins because they're like my two factions, right? This is my final boss in my clan. I might do Dario no bans in the next one. And he can pick whatever he wants. Alright, so. Greenies it is. So let's go with the Greenie boys. So, we have Grom, but I'm not going to take Grom. I'm going to take Snarsnick, because I love my boy Snarsnick. And we're going to be on Pillar of Bone. So we don't have, like, too much. It's a little bit of a smaller map. So, but Empire have Hellstorm rocket batteries. So I'm just going to build an army here, and then we'll go over it when we jump in. Alright, looks like the Emperor's ready. Let's put a nice, neat army here. Cool, so we're certainly going to want to deal with a lot of things that he can't bring. So I'm very close to having a front line of what I want. Yeah, we can just bring these boys, I think. Not sad about that at all. Okay, so 1 gold left. That's a grudging. Right. So let's do it. This should be pretty fun, pretty interesting. Don't know how this is going to go, but should enjoy it nonetheless. How you doing, Mr. Barcarilla? Hope you're doing well, buddy. How you doing, Venge? How's it all going? For those that don't know, I'm just going to be playing in Ducky's tournament, just having a bit of fun whilst I'm going in between campaign. If it doesn't go so well, we'll hop back into campaign, and we'll have some more fun with campaign. Or maybe do some, how you doing? How you doing, Thorheim? You did, but we'll be hopping back into it. I'm sure that this won't last too long. So we're going to be taking the sneaky Snarsnick with a River Draw Hag here, just with Spirit Leech. We're also going to be having the Night Goblin Shaman with the Vindictive Glare, and lots of gobos on the front line. Let's set these bad boys up. So, wouldn't be an army if you didn't have the Goony boys, if you didn't have these lovely, cheerful little menaces. So we're going to have these boys here in the front. The lads are ready indeed.
Let's scrap. Stickers ready.
So, we've also got some extra frontlineies. So we've got the Warlords. So the Warlords are quite fun. The reason I like the Warlords quite a bit is they have that good armor sundering. So give them that negative 30 armor. And they also have those bronze shields, so pretty good at getting shot. They have Stalk, Immune to Psychology. And, oh, I thought they had poison, but it looks like they don't have poison. But poison would have been certainly quite nice. I love them. I love greenskins. How can you not love greenskins, right? Right, so we're going to take some Goblin Fanatics here on the front as well. And then on the outside, we have the 8-peak loonies. I love the 8-peak loonies. I think they're super cool. So, we're also going to be having some more skirmish cavalry. So over here on the right, we are going to take one of you. So, let's do this. Put these 3 over here on the top. So we're going to go with the normal unit of Goblin Wolfrider Archers, as well as the Death Creepers for that regeneration, Stalk, and also those nice, like, boosted stats. And we'll also be having the Morgrim's Mangy Marauders. So the good armor piercing over here that can really help balance out the Goblin Wolfriders, with a nice little bit of poison as well with that regen. And then we're going to have 3 units of the Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archers over here on the left. These boys should be able to just poke and poison and be quite fun. Be quite fun indeed. And in the back here, we're going to have some very nice bonus large and anti-large Savage Orc Biggins. These boys also have the good 25% physical resistance, so they're a little bit weak to magic. So I just have to be careful of those banishments and stuff, because I'm expecting here we're going to be seeing Volkmar the Grim.
Warlord of 8 peaks.
Alright, so let's get it underway. And let's have some fun. I mean, I think a little bit different to me is the only 2 factions I really play are Dowie and Greenskins. They're the only 2 I play because I love them in lore, and I just love them in general. I mean, I'm still going to play them when they get, like, nerfed through the floor. So it's not really going to change for me. Right, so we have some Pistoliers on the right, and we have some more Pistoliers on the left. So let's go over here. So I'm just going to move forward, see if we can shoot some Pistoliers here. We have some good armor piercing as well. If we get all of these boys shooting, should be able to get some good value for sure. As you look at all of that, we're just going to focus down one, really do that good damage over here, and to get the Spider Riders in, trusting down the flanks as well. So if we shut down one here, we have less to deal with for sure. We also have the regeneration here from the Death Creepers, so one has certainly been dealt with over here. And we should be able to shoot the Empire Knights in it as well.
Moving fast. Let's grab. Stabbers ready.
Well, this could be really good. So if we can shoot them here, they're going to get poisoned.
Let's scrap. Running.
I actually kind of wanted to hit the front. What I really want to do is this. I don't know if they're going to stay. I don't know if that's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt them, but it might do.
Running!
Time to war!
Alright, so we have one. Let's pop it.
River!
The boys are certainly going to find the front line. Let's go help over here. Pistoliers in the front, so let's get those shooting. I think we've done a lot of damage to ourselves there, but the Pistoliers certainly took a lot of damage as well.
Ready. Let's do this.
Let's get in the back and shut down there.
Clear the green tide!
Let's get him.
Moving fast!
Ready. Bring me Chariots. The prodder's ready.
Perfect.
Yes. Fast move. No penalty. River throw. Hey.
I can't click on it for some reason.
Like it.
Oh my god, I just got wrecked. Okay. I thought I was going to have some more support, but just like,
Ready.
it's like I just got wrecked.
Shifty! Let's fight!
Okay, so it looks like that didn't go quite the way I was hoping.
Find the dog.
That's okay. Let's get in the back then. And Spider Riders over here have done pretty well. So we lost some cavalry over here on the right. Great, so it looks like he's been caught in here. So 8 seconds and we should be able to cast another Spirit Leech here.
Ready. Fast move.
Shifty!
Get Savage Orcs in.
Moving fast.
The war is here!
We is jobbos.
Biggins!
Yeah, we'll let the Biggins fight him. I'm okay with that.
Ready to war!
One going off. Push in the back and let's fight.
Licking it. Wah! Let's fight.
Push the Death Creepers back and let's push some of these boys
Hyper
off.
slowers!
Oops, I did not mean to do that. And there we go.
Weights
Okay.
won't lower!
Can we overcast that? No, we can't. Right, let's slow those down and let's get in the back and shut down their caster.
Fight. Go. Oh.
Perfect.
Die.
Exactly what we want. Nice, so we should be going to get some fanatics down that line. And then we should be able to push up and help deal with...
Light is here.
Yeah, deal with most of the rubbish he's got left.
Goblins. Ready.
Right, so we should be able to use him and get some more mana if possible. Let's get our boys back into the front. Okay, a little bit laggy here.
Run, boys!
There you go, so we're back in. Spider Riders broke, but that's okay.
We is better than them. Charge. Stab 'em.
Biggins!
Eat everything. Moving fast. The lads are ready. Stick 'em.
Cuddle in!
I do what asked. Ready.
Hopefully we can kill Kim. So it looks like we hit Carla Franz quite nicely there, so that should be quite good. Overtroll Hag should run away, but she's going to heal for sure.
Ready. Let's get stabby.
Let's get support in her if we can. Looks like she has come back, that's good.
That's good. Eat flesh. Night goblin, Simon. Fast move.
Moving fast!
So everything's going to be over there. Where is their Snarsnick? Let's get Snarsnick in.
Ready to burn!
Looks like we've broken certain units over here as well. Just going to be fighting in the pocket right front against the Pistoliers. Yeah, that's fine.
We is better than them.
There we go. GG's indeed. GG's indeed. How you doing, Ambaldo? How you doing, buddy? So GG's well played. So it looks like here we got 205 for Snarsnik, 400 for the Night Goblin Shaman, 850 for the Giant River Troll Hag. The front line, yeah, didn't do so great, but we got 2,000 damage value for the Night Goblins, 520 here for the Warlords, and 860 for the 8-Peak Loonies. And the back line, 2,000 here for the Savage Orcs, and 670 there. So, yeah, not too bad overall. I didn't play particularly well. I'm really struggling. It's super duper hot in here. And I'm actually severely dehydrated, I think. But yeah, good fight overall. Good fight overall. Oh, captures on, I think. Alright, so I think the next map, let's have a little look. So the next map is going to be Prague. Alright, so let's go. I thought I was going to kill your general. So for anybody watching, I really love Karl Franz. Karl Franz is excellent, but he must come with a healing caster. He must come with a healing caster. He holds so much balance of power. If you can keep him in that tip-top shape, you'll keep balance of power on your favour. He played better than me, I think. I just, yeah, I played awful. Alright, let's go. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you can't play your best all the time. I certainly struggled. So let's go. So, 1 here. So it'll be 1 for me here. Emperor going to go there. So let's go here with the lovely... Oh, let's get the Slayer blocker in. Where is it? Here we go. And the reason we're going to get the Slayer blocker out, of course, because we're going to be playing the Dowie. Maybe I should have microed my cab better, but I thought... Alright, so we're playing on Prague. So let's find that one. Alright, so we're going to go to the second one, Prague, and I will be playing the Dowie. Of course, you know, that's what you're here to see. Yeah, no, exactly. No, he had Carter Franz. He had Carter Franz, I think. I'm pretty sure he had Carter Franz. Oh, no, or did he have a General of the Empire? Yeah, I'm not too bothered. Like, if someone really wants to go into that much detail to see what I do and don't pick, that's up to you. I'm not too bothered. I could bring in a second one for sure. I could bring in a second one. Let's have a look here. Let's bring in Caradoc's other blocker as well. So what we'll do, we'll have... Dwarf blocker can sit just next to the lady. There we go. So you're gonna have 2 for the price of 1. There we go. But there we go. So we're gonna be playing on Prague. Oh, budget general on. Oh, okay. So let's go Dwarf, and we're going to ban Skaven. Who else should we ban? So we could ban Skaven. What do we ban here? So he could very much go green. So let's go Skaven and yeah, I think the right one is High Elves. I think High Elves. So we'll ban those 2, and that should be pretty good. Yeah, so I think Dark Elves is a pretty common pick here. Okay. I think Dark Elves is a very good counter. So, I think here we take, we'll take this for sure. I think this is a certainly good one. There's a couple of ways we can play this. We can try and be dominant in the air, or we can try and be dominant on the floor. Now, depending, it seems the Emperor here has some pretty good strategies. He knows what he's talking about. You know, he bought a budget Carl of Franz. He has some pretty good ideas about what to do. He also knows that Dark Elves is a very good counter here. Probably one of the more common counters here you see against the Dowie, either them or Greenskins, or, you know, there's many things you can bring, which I quite like. So I think we're going to bring some of these. These are quite handy. I feel like we need yes. Okay, so we're a little bit out of the pocket change here. We're 50 short. So what we could do actually is just do this instead. So we've got a 0 gold build. Could be pretty good. It could be very good here. I think I'm ready, my friend. Awesome, awesome. This guy seems like a really cool dude. So why were you put in timeout? You were put in timeout because you just keep coming on and talking rubbish, CJ. So I thought I'd give you some payback. Just put you in timeout. It's just a bit of banter. Just a bit of banter. Right. I think I'm ready, my friend. Right, cool. I think I'm ready to... I think you guys might like this build. Yeah, let's give it a go. I'm ready too, so let's do this. This dude seems like a really nice guy. I always really enjoy meeting really cool people in the community. So if anybody plays up against the Emperor, do so, yeah, you know you're going to have a good match. You know he's a good player, he's going to have a good match. So this is certainly a faction I'm far much more comfortable with. So what we'll do is we'll remove the blockers for you guys, so you guys can all see. Oh. Ah, just a little bit slow there. So let's go. So, blockers should be down. And we'll be able to see the force. The force should be quite fun. So what we got here, we've got a nice cannon at the back. And the cannon's going to be quite fun, it's got that good range. I want to try and make sure we get as much value from that as possible. We have to go a little bit cheaper on the front line. I'll try to get 2 dwarf warriors in there, but it's like we're all going to have to go with the miners with blasting charges. Miners with blasting charges, though, are still very decent.
For the ancestor gods, the clans unite!
So there we go. We're also going to have 4 Longbeards. They're very good with their charge. So these guys actually have charge defense against large, immune to psychology, and encourage. So they can be certainly very handy here in the back line. And then we have, obviously, 3 units of Slayers. So we're certainly going to want to put... let's move these over here for now. Certainly going to want some Slayers in the back. The Slayers are certainly going to be sitting on top of this cannon. So if they want to attempt to get on top of this cannon, they're really going to have to push hard. Also going to have some Slayers here, and some Slayers looking after the rear. And in the pocket, we got a few units. So we got some Thunderers here in the very, very middle.
Axes out, lads!
2 units of Thunderers here in the pocket. Now, I imagine we're going to see Harpies. I think you'd be silly not to see Harpies. So to deal with the Harpies, we have Thunderers, and we just have mass Quarrelers.
Axes out, lads! Kill the oath splitters!
So we have a little bit less range on the right-hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the True King in here as well. So he's going to, like, sort of bolster this point.
For the
We'll have some Longbeards here. Move you across just a little bit. Longbeards covering this pocket, and then some Longbeards covering this pocket.
For the Karasenko!
Alright, so this is sort of like a... It's pretty wide is my only thing. So pretty wide box, but it should do pretty well. It should do what's intended. The gun should really help. And yeah, I should really get the value I need. I should really get the value I need. Being a little bit slow here.
Thunderers!
Ready? Good luck, have fun. Let's have a good time. So let's do this.
Cannon!
So a full Sky Force certainly would have worked. So we're going to be having the Supreme Sorceress of Shadows in the top. And what we've got for infantry, Bleak Swords, Blackout Corsairs, and we've got some Dark Rider repeater crossbows. So we certainly want to shoot the Blades of the Blood. So we definitely want to shoot those Executioners. And there's lots of Hargonaths here. We're really going to struggle to deal with Hargonaths. I don't know how we're going to deal with those. But we're nice and wide. We should be able to supplement. We've got guns. We have guns ahoy here in the middle.
Satisfy the grudge!
Perfect. So as long as we can just do as much value up against these blades as possible. I don't really care about the Dark Riders repeater crossbows. We should be able to shoot them quite comfortably. They don't have much armor, 30 armor. They'll get torn certainly by rangers.
Thunderers!
So there you go. Lots of value straight off the bat. They're going to be getting shot pretty hard here. Should be able to get a few shots in the backside as well. And there you go. We're going to be turning. So now we're going to shoot into the Black Ark Corsairs and get some values there as well. Help deal with the Black Ark Corsairs in the front. Certainly want to wither down as much of these guys as we can before they hit the front line. So it's only going to be whipping around the back. We are going to be having the Supreme Sorceress of Shadows. We've done some really good damage up against the Bloods. As you see, cannons really going to be ripping them apart. And here we go, blasting charges in the front line now.
Miners! For the High King!
There we go, so some really good value. Now we need to start shooting in the back here, up against these rear units.
Thunderers! Dowie attack!
So now I'm going to be shooting in the back here. I don't mind them shooting into my backside. Let's just start shooting them now. Let's just start shooting here with these boys.
As your command! They have wronged us. Strike out!
So let's start getting our miners here in the back. And let's start getting our Longbeards around the front.
Charge! Nothing can stop us! Strike out! Move now!
We're going to have to be very patient here and just wait.
Targets, Lord!
Alright, so Supreme Sorceress is very, very close. We need to be shooting her. She cannot be hanging around here for free and getting the value she needs. She just cannot do that.
Attack the Orcs! Plow through! Pull out!
She's going to have to take some damage for her time here. We now need to start shooting the Dark Shards. Dark Shards have some very good defense.
Nothing can stop us! Charge! Vengeance! Blow out!
Oh, we now need to start shooting the back. Can we start shooting into these Dark Shards? I think that's what we need to target.
Our fire undimmed! Down! Let the vengeance begin!
So it looks like they certainly want to shut down my backline range. That's certainly what they want to do.
Thunderers! Understood, Lord!
This is going to be a super close contested fight for sure. Let's get these Longbeards into the front line then.
Bring them down! And plow through! Shield bearers, hold!
Alright, now we're going to shoot the Lord. Now we're certainly going to shoot the Lord if we can.
Move! Castle! Axes out! Thunderers! Longbeards!
So if he wants to go over there, that's fine. I got my guns here. Let's drop my Thunderers back a little bit. I got Slayers as well. Let's get the Slayers in the back there. So now we're getting recharged in the back up against the Dark Riders and Peter Crossbows. And here in front we actually have some Longbeards. Let's get the Longbeards fighting.
As you command! Pull out! Thunderers! Aye!
Unfortunately here we're just getting overwhelmed by Bleak Swords and Dark Shards and everything, and my Slayers have just... I've let my Slayers run completely loose here.
Thunderers! For the
Unfortunately here there's just been lots of force just taking apart everything. Taking out the Harganasses has been super difficult, but we now don't have any backline range issues.
Withdraw! Strike out!
Right, let's take out the Dark Riders.
For the ancestors!
Dark Riders are being a pain in my backside. We've caught them with the Longbeards. The Longbeards are doing well. The Slayers need to get involved. We need to get the Slayers got caught up. We need to get the Slayers
Belegar
involved.
Ironhammer! Move now! Strike out!
Everything's getting broken here, left, right, and centre. We really need to get back involved and start shutting down certain of these fast units at least.
Dwarfs! Ready axes!
Let's get the Longbeards in the back as well.
Move now! Let the vengeance begin! Scarf!
Let's drop back. So we need to get our Longbeards into cover.
Vengeance! Move to attack! Forward! Aye, as you
Right, so let's see if we can now start shooting here into the Dark Riders. Dark Riders don't have much armor, so we should be able to hit them relatively hard. They're in quite a nice formation here as well, so we can shoot them. They're pretty wide.
Ready! With haste!
Lots of them taking damage.
Longbeards! Vengeance awaits!
So we've allowed our boys to get charged. That's a bit of an issue there from me. A bit of a problem there. But I don't mind. We're getting rid of some of that mobility that they can shoot us with.
Range fire! Range fast! Kazukan Kazukita! Move! Move to attack! Longbeards! Killers!
Perfect. So we're getting rid of some of this skirmish cavalry, which is really, really important.
Slayers!
Let's get our Slayers back. Let's get our Slayers back then.
Let's start shooting! Thunderers! Aye! Range fire! Range fast! String
Right, shoot the skirmish cavalry. Shoot the skirmish cavalry. That's what's really important here. Unless there's Slayers out there on the periphery, that's my bad. A little bit of lack of micro there.
Slayers! Thunderers! Descendants of Lorn! Let the vengeance begin!
So I've allowed the Harganas to get through because we lost some Longbeards. Longbeards got lost, so I need to drop my Thunderers.
Blow through!
No.
The clans unite! Strike out! Come on! Pump those dwarven legs! Longbeards! Kazook!
So it looks like here they've got some more. They're going to be charging, but I need to line and shoot as quickly as possible. I don't think that's going to happen. No, it looks like we're going to get charged over.
Slayers!
Well, that's okay.
Go! Killers! Will do! Understood, Lord!
So it looks like they've broken as well and shattered. That's perfect. That's exactly what we needed. We need to really get rid of this range. Longbeards will lose here to Harganas. No, we need to fight the Harganas. We need to fight the Harganas.
We demand blood!
So we're going to be shooting in the back here as well, up against the Dark Shards. So should be able to get some value here, maybe even enough to break certain units. Balance of power is certainly in our favour. We should be able to win this engagement as well. We do have the very tanky Belegar with some Slayers. Looks like they're going to get broken as well. That's going to be most of the balance of power on top of the Harkonnen as well. It looks like in the sky we just need to shoot the Supreme. If we shoot the Supreme, that should be GG's. And really, really well played. Well played to my opponent. I really like that battle. So, Dwarfs versus Dark Elves. Yeah, that was a fun match. That was a fun match. Dwarfs with 100% win rate. Yeah. Dwarfs with 100% win rate. So, Belegar got 380, blasting charge in the front, getting their value pretty much, which is always nice to see. Longbeards did struggle, but 900 here on these, 220, Slayers 600. I was a little bit poor with my Slayers. I really was poor with my Slayers. But 860, 660 for the Rangers, 730, and 1,600 for the Thunderers. Thunderers definitely the MVPs, and 1,200 for the Cannons. Really well played to my opponent, the Emperor. He got 377 for the Supreme Sorceress of Shadows, 700 here for the Bleak Swords, and it looks like 400. Yeah, so 1.5 here for the Harkonnen, 1.7, and also 870. So getting those cannons shots in early really hurt these Blades of the Blood Queen. Super cool pick, really cool army, but as you can see here, 1,000 as well for the Dark Shards Repeaters, 400. I think actually if you dropped the Dark Riders Repeater Crossbows and you went more Dark Shards, I probably would have struggled more. I really, really would have struggled more. The one thing I'm not a big fan of, I don't really like Black Ark Corsairs. They're not really my favourite pick, but I think I just prefer regular Bleak Swords. If you've gone wider with Bleak Swords, maybe gone Dark Shards with Shields, or maybe gone mass Dark Shards with Shields, and then just some Harkonnens. That would have been a super cool army. I think he would have done really well there. Some super fun matches for sure. Super fun matches. Really, really cool. So, what we do there is we go to our scoreboard and we'll go for now. No, that's not the one. And we go to... Okay. And then we wait for our next opponent. So we go into here. Perfect. So let's have a look here. So we're going to be... Yeah, so a win for me. Oh, I'm up against AC Moore. Oh, that'd be super fun. I'm super excited for this. Alright, so let's bin this army. I like that army. That was quite fun. Logic showing the form of a possible champion today. Maybe Elmodo. Maybe. I don't know. I'm... Due to hay fever, like, no excuses. My eyes are like super dry. I feel my hands are like really clammy. I don't know what it is about hay fever, but it really messes me up. It really puts me in a state of, I don't know. I just feel lethargic. I just feel really sort of, just really crappy, and I'm not really sure why. Like, it really shouldn't affect me this badly, but it does. But AC Moore, I think this could be the end of the run. AC Moore is a phenomenal player. But he's such a cool dude. So let's pop a little message into the Discord. And we'll send him a message. So what we'll do is we'll hop out of here, and we'll make a new lobby with a multiplayer host lobby, and we'll call it AC Moore. Alright. Alright, let's do it. When can we play some games? Wanted to do some testing against Shadawi. Yeah, of course, dude. Yeah, of course. Yeah, and then that was quite a nice game there. I've always generally struggled against Dark Elves. You know, they're a strong faction against the Dawi for sure. So we're going to be on Iron Sand Desert now. If that doesn't scream Dawi, I don't really know what does, but we certainly do some good things for sure. So let's go with Iron Sand Desert. There we go. Now, I believe he is to pick first, so AC Moore will be picking and banning first, which means that's always pretty handy for our Dawi. It means if we don't pick Dawi in the first one, it does mean that we're certainly going to get a free one in the next one. 13 likes, 13 watching. Nice. Proud of you, chat. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Super proud, super proud. AC Moore playing VC as always. Yeah, I think more than likely. I think he's probably one of the best VC players in the game. Your hay fever triggers and immune. Oh yeah, of course, Parkerilla. I meant to have that chat with you. I'm super sorry. For those who don't know, I actually went home on the weekend. So I actually both me and Ducky went home on the weekend actually. I went home to see my family, but so if I haven't gotten back to you or you haven't seen as many videos as normal, I apologise for that. But yes, that's a very good point. That's very interesting, that. Immunoglobulin response that uses up lots of your ATP. I guess it would use a lot of your energy if you're trying to trigger up your... If you're trying to trigger up your immunodefense, I assume that it would definitely take a lot of energy to do that. If you've got any literature for me to read, Parkerilla, that would be super... I'd be super happy if you could send me some of that stuff. That'd be really awesome. Oh boy, here we go again. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Moore is coming. He'll take his. He'll be ready when he's ready. Oh, I didn't see. So Emperor messaged. Oh, I see. That's my bad. I didn't see, Ducky, that Emperor messaged in your finding your opponent rather than on the desk before Dishonored chat. Sorry, that's my bad. Normally on mine, we just message on the Battlemania page or etc. That's probably why I didn't see him. That's my bad. I'll check out what I've got. That'd be fantastic, dude. I'd love to have an in-depth conversation. Yes, that's very true. So for anybody that does have hay fever, Mr. Ducky does make a fantastic amount of sense there. Having the local honey, which obviously comes from the bees and the pollens, can really help increase your immune defense against pollen, etc. And also things like eye drops every day, taking tablets to just really help boost your immune system against such things. It takes time. It definitely takes time. You know, it can take a week, 2 weeks. And if you're really, really suffering like you do with me, you can always pop to your doctor and you can get these special nasal sprays. They are very good at aiding as well. Just for me, I just haven't built up the immune defense yet against the pollen. So it's just going to take some time. And then once I'm good, just the heat to worry about then. Just the heat to worry about. Yeah, so we have Mr. AC Moore, so let's change the chat. Let's get that going. All right, let's get some lovely ladies here on the front line. We'll get an okay looking picture there, and then the best picture there coming up second. I love that. Right, so let's go into the chat box. Let's rename that properties. AC Moore. Perfect. And then we'll change here. We'll change the score properties to 0. So the brand new one there. So it's going to be one. Yeah, it's going to be 0-0 here. We're going to be fighting up an Iron Sand Desert, which should be quite fun. It should be quite fun, I think. Okie dokie. So if we do happen to win this, just if we do, which I don't think we will, we'll be playing up against the green one or Suave. So, you know, my day's gone well. And even then, even if we win that one by some sheer miracle, I'll either have to play someone like Spudhouse, Parkmap, Bowmore, or Lunacy. So that's going to be also a fun one. Should be pretty cool. Chance Dowie. Indeed, Venge. I'm going to try and bring as many Dowie as I possibly can. You ought to pick a band first, sir. You ought to pick a band first. Pucker is going to pop Earthblood on Logic. Indeed, I need it. I need it. Okay, this is an interesting one. So, we'll have Chaos banning VC and Greenskins. Now, this is an interesting one. Very, very interesting. What could you do here? Now, for sure, now this matchup certainly doesn't have many resistances to ethereal units. They don't have much magic damage. They often have Sarthriol. They have all of these sorts of elements. So it could really struggle up against, you know, ethereal units that you could certainly get from things like Vampirates and stuff like that. It is the perfect Dowie opportunity. Wood Elves is also a fantastic pick. I've also got to think later. So what I could do... do you think we go... I tell you what, we'll have it here. Is it going to be Wood Elves, Vampirates, or are we going to go Dowie? What do we have in the chat here? What would people like? What would people like to see here? I think AC Moore's going to... He's a fantastic player. He's going to have lots of ideas what to do. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go Dowie. We'll go Dowie. I know the perfect build. I have a pretty good build for us. So what I'll do, I've got a specific one, I think. Perfect. Right, so I'm pretty sure I've got a good build here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can't quite do that. Let me think about what I need to do here. So we have you. It gives us that. Okay. So we certainly want certain units. We're going to want something like that. What's this going to give us left? Can it give us that much? So we can do that. Now, that could be quite a cool build. That could be a decent build for sure. Okay, I'm a big fan of that. Alright, we got a pretty decent build. We got a pretty decent build. Rune Lord on the toilet with long beards and trollhammers, in my opinion. Make the big bird cry. I've actually got a secret I've actually got a secret weapon I'm going to bring. I've got a secret weapon. I think Moore knows if he goes VC, I pick Dawi. Because with VC, you have to ban certain factions. I think, like, you know, you have to ban Wood Elves. You know, that's one of your first bans. You have to ban Wood Elves. So you pretty much just lose to a full Sky build. And you also have to ban High Elves. They get 2 bans. And he knows I'm going to go Dawi. He knows I picked Dawi into that matchup. So here, we've got a nice build for him. We've got a nice build for him. It should be quite fun. It should be very, very, very fun. Alright, so we already went here, and we also have the perfect opportunity to use such a build as well, which should be quite cool. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Secret weapon. This has worked pretty well for me in this matchup multiple times. I'm sure Moore has seen such builds. So it'll be interesting to see what he decides to bring. Also, as I have all of you in chat, and a lot of you guys that obviously do like the Dawi, what I'm thinking about doing, so Rubber Duck of War actually recently, for anybody that hasn't seen it, by the way, it is fantastically excellent, do go check it out. He did a full Lizard Man guide, a basic up to some good matchups, what you should bring, what you shouldn't bring, some ideas. He did a full guide. I'm thinking about getting a couple of very clever dwarf players together, some of the best that we have, and we're coming together and building a similar tutorial for the Dawi, so people can come in, maybe new players, they can see the guide, maybe play Dawi just a little bit better, and maybe we'll see a little bit more Dawi here in the tournament scene, you know, with some extra ideas. The Dawi can be easy to play at the lower level, but certainly at that higher level they can be very, very difficult, for sure. So I'm thinking about bringing something like that, so you guys let me know what you think. But you mean the Rune Lord on top of his toilet chair to give the magic resistance? Is that why you bring him with the long beards? Just so you get that 40% magic resistance? And with your long beards, do you bring great weapons to deal with, like, Chaos Warriors? And then you bring, like, blasting charges to deal with, like, the cheap marauders? Logic, what about Dawi tournament? Don't know if I asked. Yeah, so the Dawi tournament will be coming soon, so there's no secret. It seems that I got a few people join and my Discord and ask me some questions about this. I don't know how this has got around, but yeah, I will be doing a Dawi tournament that is Son of the Mountains. It's going to be a tournament where you have 14 of some of the best Dawi players in the game. So what I've specifically tried to do, they're not all going to be the 14 best, because I don't know the 14 best. But I've certainly got 14 mains of Dawi to come play. There is one matchup of 2 newer players, which should be quite cool, which will be Lizard Men against Dawi, which the 2 newer players that are, one of them is super about the Dawi, and he's a really, really cool guy, and I just, you know, I want him to play. I want him to have a good time, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. But there's some excellent, you know, definitely some of the top players for Dawi in the competition. So many good players that actually I decided to take a backseat on this one and not play myself, because there's too many good players that you know, as much as I would like to say I'm an okay Dawi player, you know, there's just too many to say, you know, I'm going to cast it all, and as much as I'd love to play, I want to see other people play instead, you know, I want other people to have some fun, and yeah, I'm just going to be super excited to cast it. Good time for Dawi guide. No Dawi update in sight, and lots of other factions have received one since the big Dawi guide. Yeah, it's true. I'm thinking about doing a Dawi guide now, and then I'll more than likely update it a couple of weeks after the new DLC as well. So it'll be like an updated, maybe factions things. You know, maybe do like a 3-4 hour video, just really in depth going through the Dawi, getting some good understanding about what certain things are useful for, and you know, what sort of matchups you can bring certain Dawi builds in. And it can really give a full-rounded idea to new players. And obviously when the new DLC comes out with all the changes to greenskins, beastmen, lizardmen, you know, we can put some extra added ideas in there. And I'm sure there'll be a few added ideas and updates for the Dawi. I think, for example, buffing Grombrindle, put him back down to his normal status could really help the Dwarfs. Just put him down to that 1739 again. I think put him up. I'm not really too sure why they put him up. To me, it doesn't really make any sense. But put him back where he was would be certainly better. Oh. Looks like AC Moore's ready. Let's do it. Oh. Yeah, so that should be quite fun, you know. Hopefully I can bring out a nice guide there for everybody to watch. And, yeah, have some awesome content to learn the Dawi as well. And maybe have some, you know, allow you guys to have some more fun. And maybe learn how to play against them better. Dawi are one of those things that are very Marmite. People either love them or hate them, and they're also exceptionally good in certain matchups and not so good in others, but they can certainly be utilized for sure. Yeah, I agree, Vench. I agree. There are some personal ideas behind his cost increase that I don't quite agree with, and to my honest opinion, I don't quite understand either. Okay, so we've gone with the pretty elite build, and it looks like so is he. That he's gone super duper elite. So that means we're more than likely going to be seeing Manticores, maybe Exalted Heroes. So what we have here is we have the Sky Hammer, Gyro Bomb, and we're also going to be having the Gyro Bomber. We're going to be having some Gyrocopters, which are going to be very good for the bonus large anti-large armor piercing, and some good fire damage. We've got quite the box build here, and this box build is certainly going to be sitting here on the rift. So we have a nice little rift here, as you can see. It's going to be very difficult if he does have any artillery to shoot me.
I am the Slayer King! Hammerers!
So I'm going to be sticking my hammers here.
Iron Breakers! Hammerers! For the ancestors! Hammerers! Longbeards! Kazook! For the High King! Yeah!
Cool. So we've got a few units just dotted around, maybe not too far away. But maybe something like here would be fine. So we've got some protection here for our boys, and we'll certainly be able to maneuver them around a little bit later as they get closer. But as you can see here, I'm just going to keep them nice and close for now. This box here is going to stay relatively there, and we're going to use our Gyro Bomb force, which should be quite fun. Now, I'm sure you've seen this build before. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So what I've got here, just to chat before we start, we've got the Gyro Bomber and we've also got the Sky Hammer. Now these both have a slow, and the very nice ability here is if he does come with the double Manticore, you slow one, you shoot it. So there we go, we have the double Manticores, so that's going to be interesting.
Gyrocopter!
So we have to go forward, so we're going to go forward here. So what have we got? So it looks like we're going to have the Sarthriol. Now Sarthriol doesn't really have anything to deal with us, and he doesn't have any Spirit Leeches. So what we want to do here is come in and...
Attack the Orcs!
Right, so one's going to come over here, so we're going to go shoot this. We're going to go shoot this Exalted Hero. One's coming over here, so we're going to shoot him.
War of vengeance! Gyrocopter! Go! Move! I know!
No, so we should be able to slow him, and we should be able to deal with him
They
here.
have wronged us!
I don't know if he's given this up, but we're certainly going to shoot him nice and easily.
Gyrocopter! Will do! For the Karazhan Corps! Go! And that! Dwarfs! Ready axes!
Okay, so it looks like he's destroying most of our stuff. I thought we've already lost a Gyro Bomber. I didn't think these guys were so accurate, but it looks like they are. This is perfectly well played from him.
Ready to strike! Kill Orcs! Slay everything without a beard! Giant up on me!
No.
It is a
Ah, I forgot to put
reckoning.
you on that.
We stay put! Don't skirmish! Giant copter! Move to attack! Plow through! Yes! Yes! Go! Yes, Lord!
Okay, so he's dealt with me super well. This is a nice play from him.
Attack! Iron breakers! Fly!
This is a big gambit, and it looks like it's not going to pay off. Looks like he was perfectly prepared for this. I've lost all of my bombers. There's not really a lot I can do about it here. I'm just going to have to go down, and I think I'm more than likely going to lose this one. But that's the way it goes. There's not really a lot you can do about it.
Range fast!
I'm going to try and see if I can shoot some chariots here in the back for some free value.
Giant up on me!
Hopefully see if I can get as much value as possible here.
Vengeance! War of vengeance!
Oh, he has more throwing axes. He just has unlimited throwing axes by the look.
Fly!
Don't know if we're going to be able to get in. No, it looks like he's going to break me before. Yeah, so he destroyed it. I've never seen them that accurate, but... oh, okay, these guys are just being stupid now. Yeah, it looks like here we're not going to get away with this build today. We're just going to have to push forward and probably concede this one, but that's okay. That's okay.
Obey me! Giant up on me!
And this is the problem with the Dwarfs. I love them to bits, but the problem is if you guess it wrong, you're screwed, and you have to guess it right. You can't guess it wrong. And now he's just going to kite me to death, I think. Which is fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately.
Plow through! Giant up on me! Understood, Lord! Go! Strike out! Right! Move!
Trying to get as much damage as I possibly can on the way through. Ah, I didn't like those.
Move now! Will do! Go! Yes! Move! Vengeance! Move now! Plow through! Move now! Killux! It is a reckoning! Tucks away! Nothing
We've got some good speed, so I need to try and see if I can help deal with some of the infantry here.
Fast. War of vengeance! Ready to strike! Aye, as you command! Strike out! Strike out! Do it!
Alright, see if we can hop on top of Sarthriol. I don't think we're going to be able to.
Yes!
Hopefully we're going to get some bomb drops here.
Anu! Charge! And move now! Yes, yes! Range far, range fast! Aye! Giant up on me! For the High King! Ready! Vengeance! Move! Moving out! Go!
Just have to ignore these over here, I think.
Slay the Oathbreakers! Moving out! Plow through!
Right, hopefully we can drop some bombs here and see if we can get some value where we can.
Honored! Move! Kill Urks! Aye, as you command!
No. That's
Nothing
not
can
moving.
stop us!
Okay.
Attack! Longbeards!
Yeah, that's a very good start. He's pinned me in and he's now just gonna summon crap all over me, which is perfect from him. Yeah.
Giant up
Just
on
go over
me!
there, John Bubble. Just take those away. Okay, so I don't think there's much we can do here. I've really tried my best.
Nothing can stop us! Ready to strike! Kazak! Nothing can stop us! Ungrim Iron Fist!
Ungrim might be able to punch here. Can we go this way?
Rage far, rage fast!
Might be able to do it here. Might be able to get onto him now.
Two orphan legs!
He's pretty fast, but we might be able to hop onto him.
Withdraw! Go! Pull out!
Yeah, GG's, well played. Bit of a gamble. You should have shot. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could have done, to be fair. There's a lot of things I could have done. But yeah, looks like everything's going to humble in, so we'll, yeah, we'll catch up with you guys. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty overwhelming. It's pretty overwhelming. It's not something I practice very often. When you don't practice, you know, like, I don't practice super often. So, also I've got a pretty locked screen, so I can't see too much. But, yeah, you know, I tried my best. I tried my best. As I said before, if you read, I'm pretty tired. And, everything else is affecting me right now, so I'm trying my best.
Attack! Chaos comes!
I mean, Ungrim's trying. Ungrim is certainly trying.
Aye! Corn comes! For the masters!
Although it's quite funny, his animation's getting pushed around quite a bit. He actually can't. He's actually not attacking.
Kill them! I am the gods!
Why are these altitude? I'm gonna be on. Why not on his? Why are they not on mine? But yes, yeah, well played. Oh. So the last matchup I played against, and this is where like a bit of learning comes in. So last time I played against this, he had 2 throwing axes and double exalted hero, and throwing axes just kept missing. Like they were awful. They just never hit. But in this matchup, they hit pretty much every shot, which is yeah, pretty good, pretty good. But it's a bit of a risk against reward. Yeah. Yeah, I went for the gyrocopter gyrobomber strategy, but he took just enough to deal with me. I think the correct play was probably to deal with the throwing axes, and I probably could have kited for the rest of the game. The problem was he was just very quick. I had the wrong priority target. I always go for the manticores. I also got rid of the manticores. The rest seemed pretty easy, or at least that's how it's been in the past. And here I just struggled. All right, so we're on Astilian Tomb next. So, I'm going to be probably going to with the greenies. Where are they? There we go, there's the green boys. Perfect, so we're going to go Greenskins Man, Vampire Counts, and Lizard Men. So, yeah, it's pretty good. No, it's true. It's a gamble, and I think with the Dower, you have to gamble. It's always a bit of a gamble. I could have gone wide. How would that have done wide? I probably would have done better wide if I went wide, but the last 4 or 5 games I played, it was pretty successful for me, so I thought, let's give it another go. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, they dealt with me pretty effectively. Throwing axes in the last one missed a lot, so maybe it was just a lot of RNG as well. But yeah, I think I need to unlock my camera if I'm going to play a little bit more competitive, because I certainly struggle to micro a lot when I'm so close in. What was I looking for? I can't remember what I was doing now. I can't remember what I was doing. I was going to do something, but I can't remember. Oh, Empire. Okay. So, we'll probably use... let's mute this up, shall we? Okie dokie, so we'll probably go here with... yeah, probably a similar build to what we took last time. Probably pretty similar to that. I kind of enjoyed that one. Just probably need to use it a little bit more effectively. Right, so we're gonna want one of you, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Awesome. I remember watching Intensity stream and it just looked like a whole battle. Yeah, so on my screen here, like your camera's locked into like how far you can look over the battlefield. What you can do, there's a small way that you can what's called unlock the camera, which basically allows you to free roam around the entirety of the map and sort of view the battle how you want, rather than what it was given to you. I think throwing axes can have a lot to do with their positioning. I haven't tested it, but I think that they're at their max range, they miss a lot. Yeah, I think so too. Yes, yeah, that's exactly what Parker said. It's called the debug camera. Yes, exactly. So without going to the tactical map, it allows you to zoom out and see a lot more. The tactical camera is good, but it's no fun to watch from your point of view. It's no fun to watch. You can't see anything. It's just little blobs on the map. It's not particularly fun, I don't think, to watch, but yeah. Although here's the thing, I think when playing, you know, yesterday and maybe the day before, a lot of the guys that I'm playing against certainly weren't on the level of AC Moore. Like this guy is. This guy is exceptional when it comes to his micro. He's a very, very good player. How you doing, Zypher? Oh no, I haven't changed this. My bad. We can take these off, and then what we'll do, we'll go score. And there we go. So it's going to be 1-0 to Mr. AC Moore, beating my Dowie, which means pretty much it's game over. Because I am so reliant on my Dowie. But next time I play that matchup against AC Moore, I know that he is more than capable of dealing with my Royal Dowie Air Force, so maybe I'll try and come with something a little bit different. I do have some more ideas as well, so but that's the thing with the tournament, you know, you get one chance, one opportunity, and that's why a lot of people like to go for builds that are a little bit less risky. You know, they like to, that's why he was more than able to cover what I brought.
Wolf Riders! The lads are ready! Wolf Riders! These gobbos!
So I'll put these as a partnership over here. Put these as a partnership over here. That's going to be my micro groups, and in the front we'll go pretty wide, I think.
Wah! We is better than them! Stabbers ready! Night is here! The lads are ready! Gonna kill him! Stabbers ready!
Now you may be wondering, why am I staggering this? The reason I'm staggering it is because of Burning Head. I don't want a Burning Head to come through and just ruin my day. it means if I do happen to miss micro anything, just due to my skirmish on the side here, then it's less likely that I'm going to get hammered so hard. So what I'm expecting here is I'm expecting Knights of the Blazing Sun and that sort of thing, so that's why I've got this nice expensive core here. Another one over here. I'm just going to poison and run and poison and run. They're all pretty heavy, they're all pretty slow, so hopefully I can just weather them down. What faction is more playing? More is going to be playing Empire, which should be pretty fun.
Who we killing?
So I've got nice big infantry here. We've got 4 units of goblins. We also got some Night Goblin fanatics, 2 units including the Warlord's boys. I'm also going to have the 8 peak loonies. So sorry, the Warlord boys, sorry, are the normal ones, which have the Stalk, of course, immune to psychology, Vanguard deployment, and maybe I might make a play with these. Yeah, let's make a play with these. What's going to be the best way to make a play? Perhaps here. I think that's going to be the best place to make a play. Hopefully I can pop in the back, but I think his micro is going to be very, very good. So we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go, and we'll see what happens. We'll have our boys in the middle here.
Warlord of 8 peaks! Gobbo's rule!
Alrighty, let's do this.
Like it!
Alright, so that's what we have. Sigma Sun front line with some swordsmen. We are going to have the double Hellblaster volleys, and in the back we're going to have some Empire Knights. Also going to have some Flagellants, and all the other good stuff. Burning Head going down. I just need to retreat her. She just got absolutely wrecked and now broke. Okay, that's a big mistake I make, and I always make that. So they're going to be shooting into the front line, so we now just need to engage some of the boys here.
We is better than them! Moving fast! Get up!
Run, boys!
Running! Running! Licking it! Streaking it!
He tried to fireball me, I think. So I think that hit there, but I'm not really too sure.
Get out to Reddit!
Here to fight!
Let's get these boys nice and thin.
Have it!
I don't know why they're doing that.
Running! Moving fast!
Moving fast!
Let's
Shoot them into the Flagellants, and in the back here we have the boys coming as well. Let's get these boys through. So the front line have lost, so let's get the Savage Orcs in there. Burning Head down the front line. No. Oh no.
Moving fast! Running!
Well, they engaged exactly in the way I didn't want them to.
Running! Get going!
No, they broke. Okay.
We are the
Well, that's a pain in the butt, but that's okay.
Me is better than dead!
My boys here got outshot. That's a shame.
ready. Nice bit of scrapping.
Not today! Please, Gobbo's! Helping out!
So our boys in the back lost as well, so we've got our Spider Riders here. They could really do some good punching if we allow them to.
Fight for more!
Right, so now we're in the back to try and see if we can shut down this. We lost Snarsnake. I didn't even see what happened to him, to be quite honest. I'm trying to micro all of this. I think this is something else I've learned as well. Like, I like going wide, but I also realised that my micro is probably not good enough for it, I think. So I've had to risk some Spider Riders just to stop them from shooting me. This is a really good hold. This is a really good hold from him. I actually have no idea what happened to Snarsnake.
Where's the cave? Running! Moving fast!
I need to get in the back here and just really shut down these. No. Through.
Let's do this!
Just need to shut them down.
Where is Gobbo? Where is Gobbo's? Stickers ready! Go!
Let's get around these boys. Let's get my spider runners back in. Get these back in as well. Yeah, GG's, well played. It's a very nice build. I like Empire because they have like cheap swordsmen in the front line. They have unbreakable flagellants. They also have like fireball, as well as the Hellblast and volley guns are exceptional. So I think what he likely had is a pretty good build that I've seen before from some of the boys. Where's his guy? So his guy here. Yeah, so he comes with the Banner of Eternal Flame. And what is really good about the Banner of Eternal Flame is it imbues fire damage, and when on top of the Hellblast and volley guns, it just deletes units that have like regen, and it just makes it super good at like dealing with the River Troll hags. And it looks like here I just got eliminated from the beginning. So, yeah, well played to him, dude. And it just shows you, like, some people that have, like, loads and loads of practice. Like, I would say, like, I'm an okay mid-tier player, but AC Moore is a phenomenal, like, top-tier player. He's just able to pick me apart. As you can see, like, I think 20 stack army is too much for me, I think. But it's something that I'm like, trying to learn. I think I have, like, all the right entities. I just think that I can't find a good engagement here. Also, I kind of refuse to use Grom, but yeah, I really liked the Volkmar, and let's see what sniped him out. I don't know what sniped him. It must be the Hellblaster. Yes, the Hellblaster's got 2.2 and 1.1, so that's really good stuff from them. Especially when blew the flame damage from him, it just absolutely wrecked my giant River Troll hag, and yeah, everything else just died. I tried to overcast Snipe with the Night Goblin Shaman. I don't really care if he dies because he only costs like 400. And Vindictive Glare is super cool. I should have really kept it back. I always have this problem where I push forward and go, oh shit, my caster gets shot like half to death. I'm like, I've lost my caster already. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, GG's, well played. Yeah, especially when you've got Volkmar as well as you've got the normal one as well, the Sigma. He's got, they both got like, both got plus 24 melee attack as well, and they go on top of each other because one is the Grand and the other one's the normal. So you get like plus 48 melee attack, you get plus 44% damage resistance. You also get all sorts of like soul fires and all sorts of really cool stuff. Yeah, and then also you got Kindle Flame and extra stuff as well on the hag. So, you know, you just got to pop like a fireball, just a single one, rip that there with the Banner of Eternal Flame, get all that weakness. She already has a weakness as well, and you pretty much just like destroy the giant River Troll hag. She's one of like the biggest entities to snipe. She's just very good at sniping. I tried to go Snarl Snake and then trying to be sneaky here with the Night Goblin Shaman. Try and go a little bit wide, try and see if I can get around, but most of my goblins just lost on the front line. Yeah, and that's the way to play it, and I think it's a really good build. I saw Artisan Tech Priest West from CC3, the Spanish clan. He brings this build a lot, and it's a really good build. Yeah, he's a super good player, man. He is a super good player. Oh, okay. Alright, let me just check this very quickly. Alrighty, so well played, and let's give Moore the win, and fantastic stuff from him. He played really well. I have a lot of time for Moore. I think he's a fantastic player. He plays a lot, and yeah, I think he could be certainly one of the ones that goes on to win today. One thing I'll say here now in chat, one thing I want to do, obviously I cast a lot, I see a lot of games, and it's a lot easier to say, it's like with anything or any sport, it's a lot easier to like commentate and see what's going on and say, oh, you could have done this better, you could have done this, these are a few ideas. But obviously for me, you know, I don't play as much as I'd like, so I'd like to play some more. So if anybody ever wants to play any sort of games, just feel free to hit me up. Try and see if I can get a little bit better maybe. But yeah, it should be actually more as a super duper opponent. Alright. No, I don't want to quit the game. There we go. So I've sort of got half an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chill out for a bit. And I'm just going to do maybe a couple more turns of the campaign. And then we'll call it a day today, I think. And then I'll be back tomorrow, obviously, with some more stuff and some more casting. Alrighty, so we're gonna hop back in here. Yeah, if anybody that wants to have some games, feel free to hit me up, and we can have some games for sure. I'm always needing to practice. So it's like King Lon Ironhammer. He would like. Let's give him some more speed. I think this boy needs some speed. Some speed.
Revenge incoming.
So we know they have a 20 stack here. That's a bit of a problem. What we could really do with so it's like they've taken the Forest of Gloom. So it's really nice there from them. So being that they're not fighting, pretty much if they kill anything, like they sack it and run away, these boys are nice and close by to take it. So it's like they've taken it. I really want this back. So I really want Caracakaras. That's really what I want. But the problem is, with the army here, if I just walk round, they'll just walk through and come from my settlement. Because that's what the game does. Oh.
Get off, gate!
Where did this come from? I did not see that was a thing, and I honestly don't know how that got there from here. Honestly, I have never seen the AI this aggressive. I've never seen it. So, unfortunately, screw all our plans, and we've got to run back. And deal with this. It's going to be a nightmare. Because they'll just sit there and they'll grow, I think.
It shall be done. Seeking vengeance.
No.
Okay, so it would appear he can't do anything.
Destiny
here.
guides me.
Right. So we can get 5 of these. We can get this as well. Oh, we don't need a prospector spyglass. We're okay. Cool. Alright, let's in turn. Yeah, one thing that's been really nice since we started organizing the Son of the Mountains tournament, like chatting to all these like excellent, really excellent like elite Dowie players. I've learned so much. I'm sorry. There's A, how did Grimgor get here so quickly, and B, this is not gonna win. I don't even care. It's not gonna win. We're fighting this. Yeah, so for you, CJ, just double check that you unlocked your camera. Why are we damaged? I'm not sure why our army and our force is damaged, but it looks like we're damaged. So we need to keep him alive. He definitely doesn't want to fight against Orgrim. So Longbeard seems to be in the middle.
It is a reckoning. Longbeard! Quarrelers!
Have the corners with a nice line of sight would be good.
It is a reckoning! Quarrelers! Miners! For the Canners Anchor!
The miners are just going to be helped buffer in the back, and we'll have him right at the back, just in case.
Longbeards!
Right, let's get these boys in the front.
Kill orcs!
And let's go. So, includes anybody. So, like CJ, if anybody wants any games, feel free to ask. These boys are going to come forward, and one thing I really want to do, deal some damage against, is really try and shut down some of these entities here. So, I want to be shutting down these orc boys if we can, and maybe try and shoot the orc biggins.
More of vengeance! Boom. Go!
They should be able to take some really, really nice hits, and hopefully be able to go down here.
For the High King! Longbeards! Let's start shooting! Shieldbearers, ho!
So we don't want to fight against Grimby, so
War of
we're
vengeance!
gonna need to...
Come together, lads! Plow through! Right! Kazuk!
So Grimgor's gonna want to come through and fight, and I'm not really wanting to do that.
Off we go! Yes, Fane! Cover them!
So he's going to come in the back and shoot our Korras. Our Korras is our best way to do some work. So your next goes down, so we certainly don't want to fight here.
Strike out!
So here we go. Miners are coming in. Miners should be able to do some good work.
They're moving!
So we need to shoot the stone trolls. We need to wait till your next is gone. Nice. Now we can go in and try and fight, possibly.
Fight! Rage fire! Rage fast! Move now! Withdraw!
Ah, that's the problem.
Longbeards!
Okay. You need to fight here. You need to help fight over here. So our Thane is certainly going to get slapped here just a little bit. But we need to help. Or can we shoot the Orc Biggins? We need to shoot those bad boys.
The clans unite! Grind the eggs!
Lovely. Should we shoot these boys?
Nothing could stop us! Attack the orcs!
Ah, so this is the problem. So our Lord has now just been absolutely slapped. And he's coming in the back. So we just need to run. Just run, just run, just run.
Strike out!
Run as much as we can.
Miners!
With you fighting here. You need to go in and fight here.
Find your targets!
Our Lord has been well and truly slammed.
Ready!
As in... Oh, no, no, no.
Move now! Kazuk! Vengeance! Killers!
Okay, cool. Switch and turn and shoot.
Longbeards! They have wronged us. I speak my lord's will. Axes out! Anad! Quarrelers! We are relentless! That'll do!
Right, so looks like the trolls are going to come after the shooting here. Ah, okay, so it looks like they've completely ignored that.
We demand blood! Put those dwarven legs! Move now! Go!
Right, so they're determined to come after our range.
Nothing can stop us! Plow through!
Trying my best to run away.
Longbeard! Miners!
Okay. Oh, that's why we caught them, so that's awesome. So we should be able to shoot them in the back. Okay, so they caught our quarrelers, which is a bit of a pain.
Ancestors watch! Nothing can stop us! Obey me!
Looks like Grimgor caught as well. Oh, looks like Grimgor did catch. Okay, that's a bit of a problem.
Pull out!
So they've broken.
Vengeance!
Alright, we need to come take on these then. So it looks like we are going to lose this, which is a bit of a pain.
Quarrelers! The clans unite!
These orcs haven't broken either. Nice explosion damage from Grimgor. What have we got left?
Withdraw! Move to attack! Kazuk! They have
No, run, 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 run. No. Okay.
Hey!
So they all just stood.
Nothing can
All just stood and
stop
watched.
us.
Oh no.
Move! Pull out!
Got one orc left.
The Dawi are ready! Withdraw!
We might be able to get some units back. Okay, cool. We need to come over here and fight Grimgor.
Quarrelers! Plow through! Move now!
I need my Longbeards to fight here.
Pull out!
No, there's one orc. Come on. Oh, God. Okay, well, looks like we lost. Looks like we lost, but that's okay. Grimgor just came through and just slapped our entire army. Okay, so he just raised it. Grimgor be OP. So we've got some more raiding going down.
I answer to clan and hold.
Oh, so he's running away. It's a bit of a pain.
True king of 8 peaks. Onwards.
Sit a while and listen.
I can recruit Gotek.
Gotrek, Gurnishan. To battle.
He's going to try and run as much as he can, but we should be able to... I mean, these Black Orcs are going to hurt, but we should be able to get them pretty nicely. I don't know how this force got here. I don't know, but it got here somehow. I guess that's all that matters.
What? My throng stands ready. Do not disappoint.
Cool. So we've got some more Dowie on our side. That's always a good thing.
I've no taste for mountain flowers.
Oh, cheers, dude. Didn't realise that. Thank you very much.
Get off, gate!
So should hopefully be able to catch here with the Warlord and hopefully take him down. I think he's just going to run away and just keep pillaging. The debug camera does work, CJ. Yeah, does work. There's lots of people that use it. Somebody in my chat used it yesterday. So it's like they've run away again. Where they've run to, I don't know. Don't know where they've gone.
Great mountains.
So there is raiding here somewhere.
Ironhammer.
Okie dokie, so let's go with some more charge. I mean, 75 charge bonus for a Dowie is
I stand defiant.
quite something.
Impossible. Journeying on.
Right, so he's going to be here. Hopefully be able to fight him.
An oath is an oath.
Send me a champion.
Another exploit?
I love Brian, man.
Did you miss?
Honestly, I just hear his voice and it just makes me happy. It really, really does.
Gotrek, Gurnishan.
Right, let's have a look at the boys around them.
Champion of the lady. You ask for a boon.
Think again.
I really want to get friendly with them. I think they're going to be a late game entity that we could do being friends with. Was in game so couldn't. Awesome, dude. Wicked. Let's get some games going later than Bibbington. I'd love some practice. We caught them. We caught them. Fantastic. Bosh. We don't really need any casualty replenishment. Let's do that. There we go. Ooh. What's the brave mean? Yeah. Oh, perfect. What do you get for the last one? Amazing. Insane. Ah, the brave herds are coming.
Revenge incarnate.
So, it looks like here we have population 3. I think we need 4 for the next one. So that's 4,800 gold for that as well. So it should be quite fun. So 2 public order here as well. So public order is going nicely.
Belegar Ironhammer.
Belegar, what do we have for you? So we have Let's have a little look here. So we managed to go as far as here. So we can also get... That's physical resistance for Slayers, Giant Slayers, Hammers, and Iron Breakers. Also in melee attack and increased weapon strength as well, which is also really, really, really nice. So we could probably do that as well. This would be very good for the Longbeards we currently have, but we're not going to hold on to Longbeards. So Honoured by Grimnir is probably where we're going to go. This is probably the end of this line. We might get a Stand Your Ground. That will replace Rally. It gives us, instead of just the 16 leadership, it also gives us the melee defense, which is pretty much a free Mighty Earthstone. So yeah, you know, you can always have two. You could pop one, wait a minute, pop the other. Just keep that melee defense nice and high for super, super long. But I think what we're going to do here, we're certainly going to go down this route. We want to get hit points up as far as we can to get the maximum out of that regen we really can. Make him nice and tanky. Just make our Lord super, super tanky. Because his main objective is to survive and be alive. But yeah, Bibrington, I'll send you a message a little bit later on, buddy, and we'll certainly get some games going. I would really enjoy that.
True king.
Right, see if we can get any trades going. I highly doubt it. You can always just click it like this. The only trade we can have is for you.
Your words and heart are hollow.
You need me? Consider yourself lucky that we didn't send you. Unthinkable.
Now, can we get a peace treaty? That would be really nice.
I concur.
Perfect. I'm not interested in going to war. I'm really not.
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say. No.
Okay. Let's have a look here. All Sylvania is really struggling. Okay, let's have a little chat with some of the boys.
Who called? Friends of the Empire. Come.
Okay, they take a defensive alliance, but I'm not so sure if I'm bothered about that. Corona pretty happy with us.
Do you know who I am?
Fighting against, it looks like High Elves, Pirates of Sartosa, and the Dread Fleet. Yeah, pretty good overall. Pretty good overall. Pretty happy with that. We're at war with who else now? So we're at war with Durfu. Durfu's pretty strong, so yeah, pretty happy with that. Okay, that's fine. Paying for a bit of a yeah, paying for that's fine. I'm happy with that. Right, Barak Var, here we come. So it's like there's nothing in there. They're certainly going to be fighting up against the boys here as well, so should be pretty good.
Greetings, stranger.
They're going to be a little bit unhappy with me because we had a treaty with those, but it's only negative ones, that's fine. Alright, let's go. Yeah, and the thing is, CJ, it's going to take a little bit of a while for you as well, just to make sure that you can get used to the whole element of playing with that sort of different camera change as well. It will take time. It will take time. Okie dokie, so... Let's go resolute, even, sorry. And yeah, get that charge bonus. What we get there? So that'll be 27 plus. Yeah, it's really be fun. 45 charge on a runesmith. Get off me. And final scouting, so 15%. That should be quite nice for some extra battles coming forward. Steal some items, or at least find some. 37 speed there. Sweet.
Lord of the England.
So I'm going to use Gotrek here just to go forward a little bit and see if we can find anything. He's going to be our little search party. Not too bothered if he sort of like if we lose him a little bit. You know, I'm not too concerned. I'm using him more as a scout party. But as you can see, I think the further we come over here, they'll just send a force in this direction to deal with us. Okie dokie. So it would seem... Yeah, we're holding pretty well here. We're holding pretty well. So 20 per turn because we're in. But once we go... What's our fourth unit? So character's 18. So we'll lose 18 there. So we should be down to about +2 per turn. Yeah, should be pretty nice. We're going to be on 2% vampiric corruption. That's going to go down because the vampires are losing. I'm sure these two will confederate very, very, very quickly. And then Empire will have a little bit more of a trouble on their hands, I think. Right. Oh. Perfect, so we'll probably move back
True king of 8
in
peaks.
this direction.
And out of my way.
So it's not there isn't
Eat up
anything,
the miles.
but we should certainly catch up using Belegar. And here we go. So we've got all the way here, and we've now got +3 untainted, +4 untainted, which is really good. And also this gives an extra 1 there if we do use that commandment. And we'll also get the last one here to make it what's it, 5 untainted? Yeah, +5 untainted, which is really, really handy. Also causes fear when fighting against all Skaven characters. And yeah, pretty good there for the iron mines, gold mines. You're going to have lots of that sort of thing coming in for money as well. So that's really, really, really handy. As you can see here now, we'll also be getting the technologies +4. As you can see, going back to fully up untainted, and it should be able to help really stabilize the province. Really, really help stabilize. So now we have to decide sort of where we want to go for this. What is our next objective? And I think the next objective is to really buff our artillery. So let's go to our artillery. So upkeep for artillery, increased ammunition as well is always helpful. And then reload time. And then we can go into sort of some of the gyrocopters and gyrobombers if we really particularly want to. We don't particularly have to, but we certainly can. So like 30% missile resistance for artillery is extremely helpful. Also +2 root recruitments there for the artillery and gyrocopters is quite nice. So yeah, should really go through there. And then certainly we'll be working through this line here to get up to our iron breakers. You know, recruitment cost reductions for iron breakers, and then armor infantry, and then like recruitment duration, and just increase through some of these areas here until we can get our rat poison. Double check that everything here is going well. Let's have a look at our boys. So the boys are getting stronger. They're getting stronger. They got stronger very, very quickly.
Ready.
So they're going to be fighting up against both the Derby, so we're just trying to help them where we can. We should be pretty friendly at this point. They won't count as other dwarfs, they count as just mercenaries, I think. So I won't be getting too many bonuses from them.
The Empire.
Alright, so everything's looking pretty decent. Durfu is pretty strong. Next turn.
Step forth, true friend of the ungrown clan.
Is she going to go to... Oh, non-aggression pact, and she's asking for 200. Fine with me. That's fine with me.
Belegar Ironhammer.
Alrighty, so... Belegar can't quite reach.
Fear no peril.
Let's go here with Mr. Gotrek. What sort of defenses are we talking about here?
My bow stiffens. Son of Gurney. Eyes peeled, lad. Ready. Leaving.
Perfect.
You cannot ask this of me. Yes.
Okay, so we move in the right direction, and we should be nice and close here to take this on next turn. So there's going to be nothing in this province at all. I can see the boys are starting to move in here from the Empire. What are these? Southern realms, I think they're called. Also, 1300 is pretty good here from Barak Kavar. Unfortunately, we are going to have to sack it, which means it will go down a level, but we'll gain some money for it for sure. We'll gain some money. Yeah, okay.
This may cause an unworthy death.
Oh, looks like there's been an emergence here of a new faction of the Grintians. We've got +4 at the moment, right? Yeah, I think we've got +4 at the moment, so we can take this for 3 turns.
Revenge incarnate.
Okay.
Put you there.
Onwards to death.
Zulrikas.
Alright, let's do it. So we're gonna get some Go Trek help.
For our forefathers.
Pretty easy, so we'll also that. And then we will sack it. So we get 9k for sacking it.
Moving out.
Got good
son. Ancestors hear us.
And then we should just be able to occupy.
Grudge bearer.
On the move.
Perfect. So we moved all the way through.
Lun's air.
See what Barak Var is looking like. So it's gone down to tier 2. That's a bit of a shame. So let's repair that. So we have some money and some more money.
Victorious, but alive.
I love that. We win, but I'm alive, so I'm disappointed. Alright, so that's looking pretty decent.
To the next one, then.
And we pretty much have everybody. So if we pop in here, for anybody that did miss some bits and bombs, we are going to have the Ungrim Iron Fist, the Slayer King. We'll also, what does this thing get? Is it a reduction on, yeah, Slayer units pretty much. And then we've also got the White Dwarf, and of course we have the High King. So we've got all of them, so I'm pretty happy about that. We've got all of the Legendary Lords, and once we've got Carrick 8 Peaks, so sneaky bugger here, we will be, yeah, so honestly, this must have been a revolt then. Yeah, this must have been a revolt, and then they must have won. So I think, yeah, these boys should be able. Oh, looks like they're not at war. I don't know. Game's weird. But yeah, looks like they've come back, and yeah, should be able to hold here quite nicely. So we're going to move down, take on these, just sack them and keep moving. I think that should count as 1. Yes, we've got 1 of 3. And then what we'll try and do is try and do Hammer of Angrund. It's a pretty nice weapon here. We do look on top of...
What?
Don't you want me? If we look here on top of him, he should have the Public Order +3 for all provinces, 8 melee attack, weapon strength, magic attacks as well, income post-loop battle, which is actually super important, and the Hammer of Angrund, which is really nice, unless his leadership drops below 50%. Which of course we have that nice little ability here, which is unbreakable, so we can just use that there to help him get back into the fight and get all those bonuses. Yeah, and then hopefully we can push back the greenies here. What I really want to do is take this. This is super important to me. I don't really want these guys taking it. Getting those diamonds, etc. is going to be really, really important. As well as some of the iron that you can get around in this location. As well as wood and all those nice tradables that we can certainly use here with the dies. Getting resources as the Dwarfs is super important. Super, super important.
Squeaky bum time.
Squeaky bum time indeed. Alright, so it looks like Belegar's gone to 22 and 29 for the rest of the boys as well. So that's, oh, only 26 for Kingland. Not sure why. Oh, I think he died, so we lost a lot of experience for him.
Squeaky bum time.
But yes, this is where I think we're going to leave it. So this is where we're at right now. We've managed to stabilize. We are negative 400, but that's fine. We'll take here, and then we'll take here with Iron Rock as well. And then we'll start moving up to Carrick 8 Peaks. Don't really care if we lose this. I mean, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should just try and see if we can push through in this direction. Maybe just try and see if we can work down Because if the sooner we can take character APs, because there's just going to be armies on armies on armies there. But the sooner we can take that, the more armies we can have. Because then, of course, we lose this. So that'd be also good. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to leave that there today. Thank you very much for everybody that did join. I hope you enjoyed a bit of the tournament stuff and enjoyed watching me get my arse handed to me on a plate. And some nice games as well. You know, I played against the Emperor, and he was quite a cool dude. AC Moore, obviously a phenomenal player. So, yeah, super, super cool dude and really, really good player. Nice builds as well, which is really cool. So, yeah, I hope everybody had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow with either a video or a live stream. And then, of course, we have lots and lots of good stuff to come forward. So please, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a big like. I'd appreciate it. Drop a comment down below afterwards about what you thought about this live stream. Would you like to see a few more of these videos towards legendary campaigns? If you do, who do you want to see? I'm certainly thinking about doing one for the new DLC when it does come out. Like every single day, I'll do a multiplayer and also a campaign-themed idea. Yeah, and then going forward on the Discord, you'll be able to find all of the recent stuff coming up. We have the Season 3 finale, I think, on Thursday of Battlemania. So that should be a huge one. Looking really forward to that. Next week, we're also going to be having the Sunset of the Mountain tournament. And we're going to be having lots and lots of really, really cool other things as well. So take care of yourself, guys, during these times. And I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you very much, Parkerilla, and take care.
Not a fight for the faint-hearted.